What's up, everybody? Kyle's here. He walked in late, of course. He's coming. It's another air horn. What up, everybody? Welcome to probably the best Tuesday episode that we've had of the Spick and Span show. Skinny Kevin, I think, might be here too. We've got Tom Cole coming in. I got to move this little scratch mark right here. This is going to be a great show, you guys. We've got juice. We've got celebration. You guys are looking good. We're looking good. We love all of y'all, and this is pretty cool, man. We are pumped. Everybody's excited. I've got a couple new things going on here at the show. We've got a couple cool announcements. William, I just saw you, Gups. I see you out there in there. And yes, Officer Bubble Bath shirts. We got black and we got white. We've got a couple left over from World Cup. All proceeds are going to go to the SD Sheriff's Foundations. $30 for the shirt. You got to grab one of these things. A lot of people that were at World Cup didn't quite understand it. So not everybody gets it. But shout out to everybody that was at World Cup and called Alex Glizzy Lips. We appreciate you guys. So yeah, we've got a couple of these shirts left. Only big boy sizes. We got 2X, we got XL, and we've got large in a couple of sizes. Again, if you guys want one of these things, just message me. I'll handle the payment, handle the donations. We're ripping. And thank you, Sean Bowers. Yes, hit the like button right now while you can. I've got a ton of stuff. The background's a little cluttered right now. Everything's very cluttered. We're still unpacking. But unpacking a lot of things. I think my body is still unpacking lactic acid because I'm in pain. All right, Gups, I got you. Doug, I got you. Shoot me a message right after the show. Just email me. Gups, I think you already have my PayPal info. If you just send it over, I'll just shoot you a shirt in 2X. Loki Lord, no triple X, I don't think. Zool, you got it, 2X. Yeah, anyway. Oh, the Force, not for sale. Epic, though. I think Kyle forgot what time the show starts. He has been on vacation the last couple weeks. Anyway, yeah, you guys, I want to first thank everybody tremendously for all the support that you showed Dynasty, myself, everybody, all the past week. Obviously, an incredible weekend. Filled with, tons of excitement. Extremely long weekend. I left on Tuesday. Hold on, I hear him. Here he is. He's back. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Hold on, let's start it again. Hold on. Air horns. And then, dude, Nick Capuano started the USA chant. Yeah, did you notice that in the finals, like, they had us all walk out there with the flags, and then Jason came over and yelled at us. He's like, what are you guys doing standing out here? Get in the pits. We said goggles on, and we're like, don't you guys do the national anthem? And then those guys sang the Canadian national anthem, and we're all just standing there. He's like, no, the thing's broken. Get in there. We're like, how the hell are we supposed to? Yeah. Like, I don't know that. Oh, man. Yeah. So, World Cup was wild, man. I was just saying, right when you got in here, it was huge. We're actually going to have Tom Cole on. He's got a hard start stop time. He's got dinner plans. But I was saying, dude, you were out there for 12 days.
Yeah.
You know, like I felt like I was out there forever.
And I went to the field early every day too to work on the booth. Mm-hmm. So it was long, definitely a marathon of days for me.
Dude, I know. We were talking about it. I went out there one day we did a gel blaster thing. We're like, oh, we're doing it at 11. Like, we play at 3. It's like, next thing you know, you're like, whoa, dude, I've been out here for 6 hours. Yeah. And I think one of the days, on the Thursday, we didn't even have to play on Thursday. And we were out there.
Yeah, you didn't.
No, we had Thursday off.
I saw you guys watching games that whole day, too. Everyone's in the
we were like, oh, we're going to go there at like 10:30, 11. Then Oliver was mad because we didn't want to go to breakfast because we said we'll be there at like 11-ish. And then next thing you know, we were there all day. It was crazy. Yeah. Dude, it was hot.
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
Keeping it strong.
Dude. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, like, every World Cup's tough.
I got a celebratory
Yeah, I'll take one.
Cerveza for you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I've been DD the last 4 years in a row.
At event?
Every year.
At World Cup?
At World Cup. I mean, it's every single event now. I was like, hey, can anybody else want to drive? Because I'd love to have like.
I think I remember that last year
Yeah.
too, because I was like, have a drink, right? And then you're like,
I'm
no,
like,
I gotta drive.
yeah, I got to drive the car. And then you know what the worst thing about that is? The worst. Hey, shout out to the Tank Tools. I heard there's a second one coming out. Can I add Quinn if you're watching this, or Carl?
Oh, Carl put made me a tiger one too.
He did.
Tiger one.
You need to have a bottle opener on here.
Oh, that would
Every single paintball player that's over 21.
I would be careful with opening it with that.
Why?
Did you see what happened to Shane's hand?
Oh, well, yeah, but he went underneath and got the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But it was a tool similar to that.
Was it?
It was just a circle thing that goes on the socket wrench. Like
No. I'm a pro at this. I used to be a pro.
He's a little bit older. He might be a pro.
That's
too.
true. Yeah, that's a good point. He is. Yeah, I forgot he is older than me.
Cheers.
Cheers. According to Maddie, we just did that wrong.
I saw we were both going, and then it was...
Yeah, we're going, and you're not on the way. Anyway, where we? Yeah, this weekend was huge. It's big. We've got juicy rumors. Shout out to David Rome. David Rome has been working hard. I randomly last night texted him and I was like, hey, can you? What would it take to make a cool juicy little juicy rumors thing? Because I think rumors are coming. He's like, you have any logos? I was like, no. But it'd be cool if someone was juicy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he sent it to me 30 minutes ago, and I was like, damn, I wasn't expecting you to do it.
Wow.
And then I was like, hey, can you do it with a transparent background? He's like, ooh, I gotta redo everything. Hold on. So he didn't. Maybe he did. I don't know. Get it? But we've got this is
juicy.
Wow, that's awesome.
So we've got
message him today, and you just
yeah. I messaged him today, and actually he might even he said, crap, I'll sort it out in just a sec. But I mean, that's just good enough. So we've got that happening all season, off season. This off season is gonna be gnarly.
Oh, it probably is gonna be.
This is gonna be super gnarly.
Yeah.
This is gonna be, I think, the gnarliest off season.
And it's wild too, because it's you know there's a bunch of stuff going on, but you haven't fully heard it, but the amount of stuff is a lot.
Oh, dude!
And then they're gonna start.
I've got a list of things, right here that is already groundbreaking.
Yeah.
I mean, half of ML Kings is cut. Get out. You're out. You're out. That's a gross major. Someone threw a gross major right in the middle of their deal, and then they're out.
Damn.
Done.
Yeah, I saw something about Todd Adamson.
Todd Adamson basically is buying into the team, and he's gonna create a pro team. Todd's got loot. That's what we need more of. If you have loot, this is pretty funny. We were talking about this. Tom Ford was at dinner. Oh, here's a couple things. We made some new rules. You're not allowed to go to Charlie's if you didn't win the tournament.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. Right?
I would feel like that too.
Okay.
I've heard someone, Mikey or someone was like, "Oh, are you coming to dinner with us?" I'm like, "No, I'm not coming to dinner with you." I'm like, I would love to, but that's very wrong. I'm not gonna do that.
So just so you guys know, there's a restaurant, really super high-end, nice steakhouse in Orlando that it's called Charlie's, and I think the tradition might have been started by the Ironman, but it was back in the early 90s that this was a tradition. You win World Cup, you go to Charlie's, you get a nice big fat steak. I went to Charlie's in 1998 when we won Amateur B, so that's the thing. And you just don't go. You just don't go.
If you don't,
No, you don't win. You don't go. It's just this is how it goes.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, awkward.
Yeah, right? So anyway, I think we're gonna change the tradition. I think we're allowed to at this point. We might find a new place. One reason is I don't know that no one finishes their meal. Although Kyle Santos, shout out to you, he got one of those Brontosaurus things that Fred Flintstone slides down on.
Yeah.
The tomahawk looking thing.
Yeah.
And he was in there. He was picking the meat out of the inside of that thing. He ate the lettuce that it came on.
Those are 30 ounces.
He was hungry, dude. That fool was hungry. But you walk by, you got we had 6 pounds of mashed potatoes, a pound of broccoli, and some sort of gigantic lobster mac and cheese thing. No one even touched.
Yeah, there's almost 300 people in
here. Yeah. Wow. Shout out to everybody out here watching.
We know why you're here. You're here for the rumors.
Dude, you're here to say you're here for an air horn. We're an air horn. Yeah, dude, it's wasteful. We spent a lot of money on dinner. And there's a lot of food that wasted, and it's worth it because we all have a great time.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't. And Dynasty is always long standing had a rule where we don't ever pay for booze. Like even back in the day when we paid for everything, we never paid for booze. So like our bill, like we didn't pay for the booze on this one, but like our bill without the booze was almost $6,000.
But there's a lot of people there, right?
Yeah.
All
we had
families.
Yeah. We had. You know, we don't say no. We just say add more seats. Add more seats. So that was a big one.
One of the guys that actually helped you guys in the pit gave me a ride home on Sunday after the field because I was like staying and trying to like coordinate.
Was it Chris?
I think it was Alex.
Was it a French guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You guys from Paintball Temple.
Yeah. I was talking to him after and I was waiting outside like right out
they're
the front,
great.
and I was getting ready to call an Uber and then he stopped me. He's asking a question. I'm like, he's like, I'd love to talk to you more. I was like, give me a ride home because I'll talk to you for 30 minutes. And we had a great conversation actually, but it was funny.
That's funny. Yeah, Waffle House. I think Sal, somewhere in between the Charlie's and the Waffle House. You can't see where my hand is, but it's close to the floor. This being Charlie's up here. Somewhere in between them. There's plenty of great steakhouses there.
Yeah.
There's plenty of great restaurants. I just feel like, I don't know, the last like 2 or 3 years, I not only have not been able to finish my steak, but it just hasn't tasted as good. Something about the place. I don't know if the quality's gone down or maybe it's just like...
Isn't there 2 Charlies?
There are.
Maybe
we went to the old one. The new one we went to 2 years ago, we couldn't even, like that place was not nearly as good.
Oh.
Yeah. We've been doing it. That was the second time we went to Charlie's this year.
Oh yeah, that's true.
In case you're keeping count. Speaking of keeping count, I also have the rankings and all this stuff up, and we're going to talk a lot about pretty much everything. From rankings to standings to poor performances, to upsets. The fact that the Latin Saints are somehow buying back into the league, which blows my goddamn mind. From what I hear, it's just like, dude, just stop, bro. Just stop it, please.
Going back.
Stop it. Wow. What does that one say? Cool. Parks. Yeah, I saw that, dude.
Nice.
Parks, I saw when I heard your name up there. That's badass. That's really cool. That's really good. Cool. BFP gear, definitely not Golden Corral. But we will take your guys' opinions there on this one. Hey, will you open up? Let's open this computer. Let's get Tom on because again, he has a. Did it get me? All right. Get Tom Cole on the horn real quick because he has a couple things to say. I'm gonna reach out to Skinny Kevin, see where he is.
Yeah, what the hell, Skinny?
Yeah, what the heck, Skinny? Hold on. I think we might have just gotten another. Let me see. David Rome. Here. Let's see here. So anyway, we've got a bunch of announcements. We're gonna get Tom Cole. Yeah, just give him a shout right now. We'll get him on the deal here, and we're gonna ask him a bunch of questions. If you guys have any questions whatsoever about the event, about anything specifically for Tom Cole, hey, there he is.
This is live on FaceTime. Is the best we got.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. FaceTime's the future, pal. Watch an Apple event. All right, watch an event with hosted by Tim Cook. So you look good. You look. I didn't know you owned any other shirt other than plain white or plain blue.
NXL logo.
Yeah, I'm branching out. It's getting colder.
It's the off season.
It's the off season. It started today.
It's the off season. It started today. Well,
has it set in yet? Do you feel relaxed?
No, I'm not relaxed.
Yeah.
I'm not relaxed. No, we're trying to get the dates out for the ICPL this week. We've already announced the NXL date, so that was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, other than that, that's it.
Where did you guys announce the NXL dates? Just so people can start setting their calendars. And
hopefully on the NXL Facebook page. I haven't checked that yet, but yeah, that's what I was told.
How was the event? How would you rate the event?
Am I live right now, currently?
Yeah, you're live.
Yeah, man. We don't prep.
Jesus.
We're not prepping anything. How do I? Are we live? Because the event was a pain in the ass. Wait, I wasn't supposed to say that.
I was like, do we really go through all this in advance? I felt the event went well, right? Obviously, I'm biased. I'm the guy there working there. It I felt it was great. It was 675 teams, right?
Let's talk about that because I didn't quite know when, and you guys were both I thought you guys were, one of you was going to punch me when you said that. When I said, is that a lot?
Yeah, we wanted to kill you. I mean, just keep in mind, in 2014, the PSV's event, I think, had 340.
Okay.
Yeah.
World Cup, right? So our largest was 594, is the largest World Cup ever, and that was us 2 years ago, maybe. So to beat that by, 80 teams, something like that, it's pretty insane.
So I pulled up a okay. When you go onto the, if you guys want to see something crazy, like thinking about any of the events that you've ever registered for or played on, if you go to the PB leagues and you click like rankings or schedule and you click the division button, look at how many divisions there are.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There's an intermediate division. What the hell does that even mean? 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 divisions.
Sheesh.
I like how there's intermediate and novice. Where does that fit in between division 2 through 5?
So that's 3-man. That's all 3-man stuff.
Okay, so then there's open, youth, 3-man. Oh my god.
Yeah, so we do the 3-mans differently, right?
Dude, that is wild.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah.
It's funny, like, especially when you pitch a new format like we did this weekend, everybody gets so, like, mad about formats, right? And it's like, we're just trying to have different options for different kinds of people, right? It's like, you can't drink Coke and then be mad at Coke for having Gatorade. You're like, why do you need Gatorade? I'm like, if you like Coke, drink Coke. If you like Gatorade, drink Gatorade, right? Like, it's not 10-man or X-Ball. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's whatever niche you want to play in.
Sure. Yeah, that's true, right? Give the people what they want.
One-on-ones are the best? Go play the HORMESIS duel. If you think 3v3 is the best, play your local 3v3. You think Pro X-Ball is the best, then you got some shit you got to put ahead of you. But, yeah, come play the NXL.
So, my buddy actually mentioned this to me, Scott Kemp. What's the division above Pro?
There is no division above Pro.
Okay, I'm going to have to let him know. He told me that we were sandbagging right now.
Masters?
He said, you guys are sandbagging. You got to move up a division.
Yes. 4 in a row is pretty epic, right?
It is.
I was mad at you, for saying that 675 wasn't a lot. Be like, sort of like me saying, oh, you won 4 in a row? That should happen all the time, right? It's pretty easy.
Yeah, I would say the same. I would say you're right.
Yeah.
I don't really quite I guess I get it. Like, that's tough. It's I'm not going to pick anything away. Like, this was by far the hardest one. I feel like last year, we beat Damage 7-0 or 7-1 or something like that. I think we mercied Damage last year. Mm-hmm. There was a 2015 we won by a hair of fraction of a second. That one was really tough. But there have definitely been some easier events and easier wins, but this one was definitely really hard. I feel like this might have been one of the more competitive World Cups. Just kind of
especially with the European teams.
Especially, dude, I'm so happy how that kind of unfolded with all the European teams. With the exception of Joy Division, everybody played really well.
Yeah.
What do you think about European teams kind of coming in here?
Well, I think that kind of validates, what I've been working on what we've been working on is trying to get the European teams up to the same level as the American teams. And I definitely don't think the solution is having 4 Americans on Team Poland, right? So, the Polish team went 2-2 first. The Luckies made it to Sunday, and the Tauntauns proved, they got what it takes. They beat Heat. And
everybody beat Heat. That one wasn't that was not a tough one, I don't think.
Dude,
Diesel could have beat Heat.
What if Tauntauns would have won? I thought it was close.
They're the number 3 team in the United States, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I'm sorry that they didn't live up to your expectations, but they are the number 3 team in the U.S. Who else did the Tauntauns have to beat to move past to get to you?
Who did they play in the?
I just had it up the other day.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up here right now. They Well, they played all of us. So they beat Heat, they lost to us, and they lost to Damage in
Damage.
that first.
But then they must have went around to get to you, right? Because
yes.
Went around.
They played. I got it right here. Trozen sent it to me.
Aftermath.
Aftermath.
Did they beat? It was Aftermath.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because they went to the quarterfinals.
And to be honest with you, they could have beat you there. That was a close game.
That was a very, very close game. You know, I feel like everybody could have beat us. Yeah,
I mean, that game could have went either way, right? I was obviously up there rooting for Tauntauns, but
stop it.
Apparently my juju did not help them there. But I mean, I thought that was almost going to come to an overtime, right?
Go back here a second. You were rooting for the Tauntauns. I thought you were rooting for us.
He did say he can't root for you.
I root for you. You've won too much now. I rooted for you back when you guys weren't winning, and now you're winning everything.
When was that?
Again, huh?
Okay, I see you.
I was rooting for Impact this tournament. It's been a tough year. You know what I mean?
You gotta make sure the boss is still interested.
I mean, I thought AC Diesel was going to do better at this one than they did. No offense, but I thought they were going to do pretty good. That was my prediction pre-year. I thought New York Extreme would do well.
Oh, they blew their load in that exhibition match. They thought they were the kings of the world, and then they went out and partied at the HORMESIS booth, and then got their asses beat the next day.
Oh, they ripped it?
They ripped it. Of course they ripped it. They're like, we got this shit figured out. We're the best. And then look at that. Like, the exhibition literally proved nothing about how good... Because it's not about it's about the amount of points you're able to play. That exhibition thing, we'll kind of get into that a little bit too, was a kind of a... I wouldn't call it a disaster, but it definitely didn't show the best teams winning. I mean, look at the Brooklyn Bears. Yeah. They took second there, and I think they lost all their matches. They went 0-4.
Yeah, they might have went 0-4.
I mean, they got 2 points. They scored 2 points. Like, they scored 2 points. How do you even do that? I guess because it's double points, you get 2.
Oh yeah,
it does.
It does.
Yeah. I mean, the Latin Saints didn't do any better than them, but can you please not allow veto whatever purchase the Latin Saints are going to make to come back into the league next year?
I cannot. It's funny, you're the second person that mentioned that. So, yeah, I mean, I guess on one level, it would make sense for the league to have like veto power to try and make sure you're going to have a strong team. But then it also turns into a lot of politics, right? Like you don't want it to come down to who I like and who I don't like and what I think. You know what I mean?
Shouldn't there be like an approval board? Like you've got to like, if, in case like in other sports, you've got to like, there's got to be like, there's got to be like a board of, this was a board,
Yeah, but I mean, so the Latin Saints the first time, right? They maybe we shouldn't let them in, but we got, we made everybody rich for a week.
Yeah, that was great until it wasn't. But then the second time they come back in, it's like,
it's a hard thing, right? Because I mean, everybody's got an opinion on who's going to suck, right? But until they're on the field, it's hard to say, right? But I mean, why would you buy money? Why would you spend money to build another team if you didn't think you could build a successful team?
That's a great question. We had this conversation.
A charm, maybe.
Yeah, we had this conversation with Tom Ford. It was like, dude, you spent over $1 million trying to beat Dynasty. Why don't you just buy Dynasty and we'll just play for you and then you'd win?
Well, who spent $1 million?
How much Tom Ford has spent
this year?
No, I could argue, and Alex brought this up, that over the years there's probably been close to, if not like maybe right around $10 million spent on teams, building teams to beat Dynasty. If you if you include the salaries, the budgets over a 5-year span of all the big major teams. I mean, if you got to add them all up, like the excessive guys, they were spending money for a couple of years, half a decade. You got Tom Ford with Arsenal, Revo, his whole entire Arsenal thing for a long time. You got all the money that Bart spent, all the money that Randy spent, and they've won a couple of them. Dude, just buy Dynasty. We'll play for you. We're going to all have a good time. We win. And you're going to save money.
Or they could just buy Damage. I think Damage had your number at least half the events this year.
Well, let's talk about this. Damage beat us one time this season.
Yeah, I would not get so cocky. I think this pro division's pretty tough.
I do. I'm only just gloating on this current season's situation.
He can say it in
I'm
this
allowed.
moment.
Like, give me a minute here. Like, let me enjoy the.
Like,
I'm less than 40 hours removed from winning another World Cup.
It's the only moment anyone's ever gonna have, right?
Well, I mean, until next year, possibly.
Till next year, yeah. I mean, I'm already
months.
debating about who's gonna be what. I mean, who do you think's going to get relegated next year? That's my current debate.
What is the Saints?
Well, I think the Saints will get
relegated.
relegated.
Got relegated this year. They're already gone.
Yeah, but if they're coming back in, they're coming back in with no
Who are they going to buy?
All right, you ready for some juice? Hold on.
I want the juice.
All right, hold on. Wait, we got to do this real quick.
Juicy.
We got a new logo. I don't know.
Yeah, we got a new logo. David Rome made us a little juicy logo. Alex also added another division for you guys. It's left-handed vegans over 40.
Is he left-handed?
No, and he's not a vegan, but it is also 4-man. There's not
He
five.
does seem like he could be a vegan, though, doesn't he?
He certainly could be a vegan, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Couldn't he?
Wait, didn't he try that for a little bit?
Probably.
Or no, vegetarian.
Probably.
I think.
Okay, so here's some juicy news that this is just something that I'm like spitballing here. I see Revo and NRG Elite merging, and that NRG Elite space being for sale to the Latin Saints. That's what I'm calling right now. I'm calling that. And then you'd say something like, "Well, how do you?"
I'm not validating anything. I'm not validating anything.
You're not even going to ask, like, "Well, what makes you think that?"
No.
Well, let me tell you what I think that. I think that
I'm
because
not the host.
Because Henry.
I am not the host.
I know, but we're talking. You know what I mean? Like, you should be like, you seem.
Teach you how this works,
dude. He knows something.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's nervous. You know something.
Who, me? The Saints have been. I mean, no offense. It's been a little bit of a challenge, right? It's like super team doesn't, explodes. Guy comes on, you should get rid of him. Yada yada yada. Like, it's a lot going on there.
Well, I don't think you should get rid of somebody, but when they fall off so if you get relegated, I'm just saying that purchases should be approved. That's all I'm saying. So if there's gonna be a purchase for a new team, right? There should be some sort of process.
Yeah, I mean, look at Fit. They earned their stripes.
They went
stripes. They went back and
yeah.
went undefeated.
And they were pissed. And they from last year because of the double points stupid thing, which makes still like a little confusing. Which I'm gonna write down a couple things notes here. But I personally think that there should be something because again, what if I decide that I want to have some just kind of like my buddies all want to play paintball and they've got money and I'll be like, oh yeah, we can find a team for you to buy because someone's over it. They buy a team and they play like they show up with 7 guys and they're just like they don't even know how to play paintball, but they just have enough money to be able to spend it on it. And now you got this team in the league that's just like it's a joke.
Yeah, but once again, yes, obviously that's possible. But I mean, you guys could right now do that, right?
Yeah, but then we get relegated and we can't do it any longer. But I shouldn't be able to just to buy my spot back again. It's like, dude, you just.
But you can.
I know, but.
Right? Alex isn't homeless. I'm sure he can afford a $10,000 pro spot every year for the rest of his life.
Sure, exactly. But what I'm saying is, we should, dude. When I'm 80 years old and we're like, we got enough money to buy AC Diesel. Let's just buy it and we'll go back out there. And then you guys are like, dude, come on, guys. Like, you guys it's over. Stop.
What do you
mean should be able to say that.
I mean, people would still be saying DYNASTY, right?
Yeah, I guess me as using me as an example possibly wasn't the best way to kind of sell it.
I mean, I would rather have nothing gray. I don't want it to be vague that I'm making some arbitrary decision.
Well, I believe that
because then you get lobbied, you get pressure, and you get lobbied. You get lobbied from sponsors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say it's the GI team that's getting relegated, and they want that team to buy a spot, and they're going to spend some money. So now they're calling me, lobbying me to get me to do it, and then Meanwhile, ProShar's like, I think it's screwed up that you're doing that. That's just a GI ploy. You know what I mean? It brings a lot more politics in it. If it's
Right, so
black
you
and white,
create a board.
Spot, you sell a spot.
So here's a good one, right? So I created the Hall of Icons, which you are a voting member of, correct?
Yep.
You're also in it. I created the thing. I don't vote for it. I just put everything together. So that way when someone calls me and is like, dude, what the fuck, man? Why am I not in the Hall of Icons? I go, hey, I'm not going to tell. Tom didn't vote for you. I just know what the votes are. And it's just, you just didn't make it. I don't make the rules. Well, I do, but I don't choose the winners, right?
Yeah.
So there's a board that's an anonymous, just completely bipartisan board of people.
The internet loves anonymous boards.
Yeah, great.
That's what the world loves. So the problem is the league needs constant transparency, right? Mm-hmm. It's already hard enough with refs and all the dodginess that we have that already is paintball, right? It just needs to be black and white. If it's like the relegation thing, right? They're like, it is black and white. And to be honest with you, and here's the challenging one. I'll give you this one. So let's say NRG, or let's just say Dynasty doesn't come back next year, right? Y'all are like, 4's the best. No one's ever going to repeat that. Mm-hmm. We're just going to go ahead and retire now. We're just going to default on our spot. Mm-hmm. Do you know who the first person is by rule we will re-offer that to? Is the team that got relegated.
Oof. Okay.
Right. So maybe that's a rule we need to change, that once someone, but let's say we're going to get to the point at some point where our division is already stronger than it's ever been, right? Whereas before it used to be 3 strong with 2 could-be's. Now I would say we are 6 strong with 3 could-be's, right?
Okay.
At some point in time, we're going to end up with 20 strong, and someone's getting relegated.
For sure. It's just so, like, in other sports, like other legitimate type sports. Let's take football for example, because that's what a lot of the viewers are mentioning is NFL has an owners committee that votes, right? Maybe the top 10 teams in the league. If you make the top 10, then you're part of the voting board, and it's got to be either unanimous or it's got to be a 30%, 60% people vote, like yes or no, and these are the teams that are on, and maybe there is a little bit of stalemate, and maybe there is a little bit of a jury.
So what does the NFL have that we don't have? That's a key thing in this
money.
Discussion.
I've got it all written down right here. Hold on.
No, not money. Not
Viewership.
Money. The opposite.
Oh, they're organized.
A salary cap.
Oh, okay.
So, all right. So, and I've had this argument with me and Bart had this debate when Bart was like, the owner should have a say in who the next pro team is. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, so Under Armour comes in and puts up $2 million to build a team, and I should let the Dynasty decide that, right? Like, no one wants to get dethroned. You can't have the people that are currently the leaders of the sport not allowing their next competition to come in. If you knew that the Latin Saints are going to steal, and you're special, right? Dynasty's obviously a little more open-minded, but no one wants to lose their 4 best players to the new team.
Sure.
So they're always going to vote against it.
Yeah.
So why not just let the market dictate what happens?
Yeah, I agree, but that's why you have a board it's not just Dynasties that's choosing it. Like, yeah, you're right. I don't want to, but progress is progress.
Yeah, but teams don't always see it that way.
That's why you have lots of them. You have a handful of them. A big. You got to, like, it's a discussion. There's many people in it. You're the judge. We're the jury. And you say, hey, this is great for the sport. Yeah. Anyway,
I can see Tom being a judge.
Yeah, I can see you being a judge.
Yeah.
Thank you, Spicka. I am kind of a judge.
Juicy. Cool. Now we got it.
Arbitrations.
So let's pivot here a little bit to picking on you to talking about the pink paint and how you
put bunker editions.
I doubt there's going to be any non-picking on you at any point.
Good conversation.
No, dude. Look, Tom. I'll tell you what. I'm probably your biggest fan. Alex is probably your biggest fan, but I think we're in general the biggest champions for you and what you do for the sport. So there's got to be I got to give you some crap here and there.
I'm perfectly fine.
I know, and you are you're a human pincushion. Like, you would just whatever you just bounces off of you. Like, you people, give you crap all the time. I just I feel like I wasn't a big my cuticles, my fingers. my clothing. Just not a big fan of the pink paint.
So what's crazy is, it was so. I mean, a lot of our decisions now are polarizing because we're getting to like the nitty gritty of everything, right?
Uh-huh.
Like as we make decisions, everything's tough. So I asked the refs, and the refs said they felt it was easier to judge.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was easier to see.
So I asked Darren from Go Sports, the director of Go Sports, and he said that it was not easier to see on camera. I asked Maddie and Telford, and they said it definitely was easier to see on TV.
Well, yeah, but I'll tell you what, from being in the booth, I don't know if you commentated a game before.
Have I commented before? Yes.
So when you're
Did I
up there,
comment
you're
this
very
weekend? No.
very seldomly are you looking at the monitor. Most of the time you're watching the game, and Darren does a really good job of like trying to pivot to what you guys are talking about. So oftentimes you're rarely looking at the screen. So asking, Maddie, I know he's just up there all day, so he knows the answer. But most of those guys are seeing what's happening down there on the field.
You know what's interesting about the pink paint too is though over the weekend, like once my hands were pink and I wear gloves, it actually like I thought it was gonna get worse, but it's like the pink just became part of my hand and got less bad. It was weird. I'm like, wait, but my hands are still getting more. Why aren't they getting more pink? It's like my body's like accepted it.
Yeah.
Like all right.
You started winning.
Yeah.
That was the difference.
No,
You had less pink
there was.
on
It
you.
didn't matter what you did. You were getting pink all over you. But it was like staining the first day, and then like the next days, it kind of like started to dissipate,
So-
even while playing.
The mistake on our end was not having a pink shell, right? We should have had a pink shell.
A brighter shell would help, I think. For
Yeah.
That was one of the plans, right?
Yeah, that was one of the plans. It's just tough. Like, we, whatever. We made some mistakes in that process there. So some of the paint companies got confused in what we were asking, theoretically. So, lesson learned there. But we would envision having a pink shell next year as a bright shell.
Yeah, Verbal seems to think that a bright shell won't show up on Go Sports anyway. So you need to have some sort of technology to make it more visible, like with that golf tracker.
So, actually, there's a test on PB Nation. In the yellow shell. Does he think yellow shell will show up? Verbal?
He just said a bright shell. I don't know, Verb. You can.
And that's the other thing. The photographer said the pink caused them problems with their white balance. They said that it read wrong the entire time. So that's another reason why someone didn't like it. But the PB Nation has a demonstration of two people shooting at each other with yellow and then dark paint, and you can definitely see the yellow paint better than the dark.
Okay, yeah, white shell. It just sucks though because I believe that you guys tried to do a bright shell paint thing one time before, or maybe it was the PSP did it. One of the two you guys did it, and then all of a sudden one of the sponsors was like, "Oops, sorry, we mixed something up and we only made dark shell paint." And so like, do you remember that event? And so most of the teams were shooting like a brightly colored shell, and then someone else got like a dark blue or dark purple ball.
I think I
and you're
know.
like, dude, this is bullshit. It's such an advantage.
And then when they had that black ball too,
Yeah, it's such an advantage to shoot dark shell paint.
It's a challenge, right?
Yeah.
And plus, it's not like, everybody's like, just tell them you can't use it, right? And I'm like, we don't have enough paint
right.
to just tell one of the four guys that we can't use their paint. So that's why at this event we did it just for the pros.
Right.
Right? So that way that excuse wasn't there. So we could have theoretically told any of the four you can't use your paint. So I feel more comfortable doing it, but I can't tell, let's just say Valken had a dark ball. We don't have the supply to say, 100 teams, you're not going to use Valken. If everything was divided up equal, right? Let's just say everybody got the same amount of paint stuff. So,
Yeah, actually, here's a good one. So contrast is what you need. It sounds like what they're talking about right now is more contrast. So like you need like just almost spray paint the entire field, the ground in the field black, and then you could have a bright colored ball because that overhead drone shot, you're not seeing anything anyway.
yeah, that wouldn't be hot at all.
that's interesting.
Okay, I'll take that as a comment.
So we actually, and I don't know the logistics of this, right? But someone else made a point this weekend that the old NPPL used to do that red zone thing.
Uh-huh.
So, and I believe they were talking about the test format, but they said, it'd been easier to understand if there was the red zone in the middle. And I think no matter what, the field is pretty cool if you had a red zone and a a blue zone and a whatever.
Yes.
So, and maybe that is possible. I don't know. I'd have to look into that, but that's a good idea. As far as being from above, you would definitely see a white paintball fly across the black ground better.
Yeah. I think so.
Where's your coach?
I don't know. Text him. What's up with the new bunker set?
Late.
In what way? What's the question? We have a new bunker set.
You guys have a new bunker set, and it looks like it's just
Correct.
It's just 14 new snake beams.
Yep.
So we're just gonna have snakes everywhere. You love snakes.
That's up to.
You love snakes.
I have 100% faith in Jason Trozen that he's going to come up with a good layout.
There's gonna be.
Look at Kyle. Jason's Kyle. I talked to him.
Dude, snakes. What do you say about it?
Well, first off, I really genuinely love the fields that Jason's been creating because I think there's a counter to everything. Every game plan you can do, there's been a counter, which is awesome. But so I typically go up to Jason every event, and I'm like, man, really good job on the layout. And when I tell it to him, it seems like nobody tells him that the layouts are ever good because his eyes light up, and he's like, I can tell he's like genuinely like, thank you.
Well, it's the worst is, like, and I saw someone chime in today that I got mad about, but like, it's like he's dedicated his life to this part of the game, right? And that is what he does, is designs these layouts with a lot of thought.
They're very intricate.
Some guy that's probably never played pro in his life is just like, you guys have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, whatever. Some lady from the WNXL literally said that. And maybe she played in the past or whatever, but it was one of the things I was mad about this weekend because she was like, way to have a commissioner that doesn't know anything about paintball. And I'm like, unless she's talking about me, but if she's talking about Trozen, Trozen knows what she's talking about.
Yeah.
I can live with someone saying, I don't know what I'm doing.
I love that. One of the things. Okay, so can we go over a couple of things? I know you got a hard stop because you got dinner with the wife. Let's give us a couple of things that made you really upset this weekend.
Oh yeah, this is a good segment.
Yeah. What ticked off Tom this week?
What are your pet peeves? What are some new pet peeves maybe?
I have a book of them. This event, everybody was really thankful this event. Obviously, I was mad about the exhibition, and it was, and I'm not going to say that format was a home run, right? Like, we learned a lot about that format.
What's the opposite?
But, it's like the entire history of paintball, we've had one exhibition ever. Right?
No,
we won one.
Yeah, we won that
2015. Job.
There's been three. All right, so this would be the third one.
Well, you said one. Right? I don't know. You said one.
Well, I meant like before the NXL.
Okay.
Before the NXL, there was one, and that was True Expo, right? There was a True Expo exhibition at the Amateur Open one time. And then we did an M500 one.
Okay, yep.
Right? And we didn't adopt that format either. And then we did this one. And we weren't trying to have this format replace the other one. We were just trying to start a dialogue, right? It's the number one conversation everybody hits about what we could do better. And I learned a lot from the format. And I think everybody got to play it. And we had more people on site on Wednesday. But what's weird to me is how mad everybody is that we would even try something.
Dude, you want more dialogue? Let it be like uncapped 350 feet per second or something like that. That's really
not more dialogue. I know that's not going to work. I'm not trying to make something more extreme. I'm
not going to play that one.
No. We could keep it at 300, but maybe uncapped would be fun for an exhibition
to the regular people.
All right.
I don't know. Yeah. It is what it is, right? But it's funny. Like, everybody wants us to change stuff, but then they don't want us to actually change anything. I think we have one of the. The current format that we have is probably the best format we've ever had, right?
Totally, I like it.
But it doesn't mean we shouldn't try new stuff. But like you said, we had 23 different events this weekend. 3-man, 5-man, 7-man, 7-man on the mound, 7-man shooting classic.
Don't forget about intermediate.
10-man mounds.
Intermediate vegan players between the ages of 18 and non-binary.
I got to watch a lot of the mounds because the AC Diesel booth opened up to the mounds. I was like checking out all day.
The mounds is cool looking.
The mounds is rad.
The mounds is cool looking.
Wait, so what? Some more pet peeves?
I don't have any pet peeves.
All right.
All right. I'll give you my favorite. Right. So by the time the cutoff days, right? This is. I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking in my mind, not really what I say to people. So people always come up and they're like, they're like, this one ref call in this last point cost us the entire tournament. And I'm always like, so let me get this straight. So you went undefeated all the games and all the points, and that last one you lost, and somehow you didn't make it to Sunday? And they're like, no. We lost. We were 2-1 when we went into that game, and it was 5-5 at that point that we lost. And I was like, so we were just 20% of your screw ups, right? Like, you guys screwed up like a whole day in advance of that, you know? So yeah, that's what I'm thinking in my head, because everybody's so passionate when they get there, right? They're so mad, you know, and they're just like, this ref, and I'm just like, yeah, I got you. I feel your pain. But in the back of my mind, I'm like there was no mistake. Like, we had the ICPL. I'll give you a better example. We had the ICPL 4 weeks ago, and they were like, you know, the field that we used to play in Chicago, the Badlands, let's say it's 150 yards long, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's a stalemate field. It was a stalemate field at the ICPL, and people were like mad at me for having it in the finals or whatever. And I'm like, it's 150 yards long. I don't know if any of y'all could even run 150 yards. Have you guys been like prepping before the event to run 150 yards, you know? And they're like, no. And I'm like, all right, well then maybe that's why no one maxed on that field. You know, like I couldn't score a touchdown. You know what I mean? Like, there could be no one else on the field, and if you said you got 22 seconds to get to the end, I couldn't do it. So those are my pet peeves.
Well, it says we've got some people that said that the reffing on the Premier field was great. I thought the reffing on the Pro field was really good. There were, however, a lot of, and this is going to come up to my next question. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. Oh, what's your question?
No.
Okay.
My girl.
Yeah, T Hump says you're the king. You still got a lot of, you know, even though you did ruin some people's weekends by just being the president of the league. And therefore also having complete control over everything that happened. Just like the hurricane last year was your fault, obviously. You ruined one of my days because there was a hurricane, Tom. Yeah, I did get my first major in like 10 years.
Wow.
I don't know when the last time I got a major. I did get my first major.
Did you earn it?
I don't think so. No one, like, I didn't get to see a replay or anything. I like bunkered a guy in a 3-on-1, and I think I got shot in the pack like as I was bunkering him at the exact same time. And then I turned around and I was like, because I didn't want to hit the buzzer, I was like, hey, did I just get shot in the pack? And they look at me and then they just threw a major. And I was like, when did I get shot? And then everybody I asked, no one had an answer. And I was like, well, you should do the major on me. When did I get shot? They're like, I don't know. You just had a hit on your pack. I was like, okay. I know. I should just run off the field. So here, this is something, and this came up, Jason Edwards mentioned this, and I get it. So we're going to pivot over to the pro side of things, right? So the pro prize package for World Cup, the Champions Cup side of things is like leaps and bounds higher than everything else. When you win the series, all you get is one of these things. You get that's broken now. You get a ring and then a trophy, right? Oh, you want to show that to everybody? Can you hold that up? Okay, so you get a ring and a trophy. So you don't really get anything from winning the series. There's the rings right there. One of them's got a little dent in it. Jason Edwards was kind of saying, like, and obviously he was a little sour because they lost to Revo by 1 point. A lot of the matches on Sunday were 1 point games.
Yeah.
Us and Tauntauns, us and Impact, us and who else did we play? We beat the Russians pretty good, but most of the games were, and then the Revo damage match, the Revo Impact match, those were all 1 point games. There were a lot, and the Aftermath Tauntauns game was a 1 point game, I think. Mm-hmm. Lots of 1 point games. And the reason I'm bringing this up is you have a team like us or Damage. So Damage basically lost the season as soon as they lost to Revo. Now, the consistency in which they played, right? Even us too, right? We won 2 events. They won 2 events. You lose 1 match to a team that, like Aftermath, that is in 16th place prior to that. Like, they have 1 good event or 1 good match that knocks you out of that whole entire season ranking. And then you're out of the money, right? And then the team that has, like, 1 good showing wins this huge prize package that wins more by a multitude factor than you did the entire season, right? So our I don't even think you win for any. You win. You don't win anything for third place.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Yes, you do win something for third place.
Huh.
You get my undying support.
Oh, okay. So no cash. Third. No, I meant in the regular tournaments.
No.
Only first and second get paid, right?
Yeah, in pro, yeah.
Yeah, and so pro,
all right, so I'll give you a...
You're getting where I'm getting.
And I like to argue, right? So I like to argue things all. By no means I'm defending this stance, but you know, in the Super Bowl, you could win every game in the season, and it doesn't. Then you play your first playoff game and you're out.
Sure.
Right. So that's what makes the World Cup.
That's not what the conversation's about. I'm not talking about winning World Cup. I'm talking about the fact that there's a huge prize purse. Like they're getting cool rings, sure. I'm talking about specifically the prize purse because most players are playing for, well, at least if you're on Dynasty, you're playing for peanuts. And same with the other bottom tier teams. The season in which you're playing consistently,
well,
and because
so how big was your check that you won?
$40,000. Thank you.
Got it.
But you were saying like the other.
What I'm saying is, I think
salaries.
we should have only won 30,000, or we should have won 35, and every single tier below that should have had a little bit skimmed off the top for the season winner. Maybe if you win that and the other one.
Time, right? I believe the NPBL gave away a series winner, right? And maybe the PSP did for a while,
right?
And to be honest with you, it's always overshadowed by whoever won the World Cup.
Mm-hmm. And I totally understand that. And that's fine. You should still be rewarded for having the most consistent season. Because one team, one little mix-up, you get a ring. You get a ring. And I trust me, I have my rings from the MPPL. When I finally got into the whatever that thing is, file cabinet.
Here's an idea. What happens if we said that the season ended at Chicago, right? So we used 4 events. We make Chicago the U.S. Championship, right? Because there is something weird about the World Cup now that we're letting those international guys in. Mm-hmm. You make Chicago the U.S. Championships, and then that's where we end the season runnings, and then we could add a bonus to say if you won that. And then going into the World Cup is a clean slate, but you're going in with the Champions Cup. Because basically by winning, you guys got almost guaranteed top. You got guaranteed top 8.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So that is a perk, right?
For sure.
We put you in a position to succeed. Mm-hmm. Some people did. Yeah.
And I mean, look at this. So we've got a handful of pro players that watch this too. Not many of the times they chime in, but Caleb Abel, who plays on Revo, they had a tremendous event, right? They actually knocked damage out. So thank you, Caleb, also for locking the season up for us right then. But that's a great example. Like they should be rewarded for taking 3rd, 4th, or 1st place. But the fact of like a team that wasn't even in the series like top 5, top 2. Coming in there and having an incredible event, they should certainly be rewarded for that. But taking everything away from the team that's been the most consistent throughout the season, or the second most consistent, had we even won the event, if we'd lost we lost in the top 4, we would have still won the event. But like
it's tough, right? I remember the Ironman, Bob Long's Ironman won one time, and it never won.
They won one event. That was 1998. That was when we beat you out of control.
It's on the line, right? It's the biggest event. It was the very competitive. For whatever reason, that has become the must-win event forever, and it's all anyone remembers. So I don't know who won the series last year. You, right?
Yeah.
So, and who won the World Cup last year?
We did.
There you go. Solving all our problems.
I know. Well, yeah. I mean, luckily we're but this is something that I tend to agree with this, and it could be even like if you have a $40,000 prize package.
You brought it up even before you won.
Yeah.
Maybe matches longer as it gets to the top 10 for those like quarterfinals, semifinals.
That would be cool. Like the finals is like.
Just so they're not like
a 20-minute match.
Well, yeah, or it's not just like a 1-to-1 or 2-to-2.
The longer you play, the more likely just the bigger money team's just going to win, right?
That's why the final match, like the final, should be 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think
that'd be tight, dude.
That's what the UFC does.
What's that?
That's what the UFC does. They have more rounds.
What do you guys think? Everybody who's watching that, do you think we should go to a 20-minute finals
or like 2 halves?
It's not going to happen. Just tell everybody who's voting on that one. That one's not happening.
Why not?
Well, I don't know. We've got a pretty big following here.
Why are you against it?
Yeah, stop being so nervous.
Tell time.
One, the format for the championship would be the same the format as the playoffs. They don't make the Super Bowl something an hour and a half.
Well, I think we've already talked about the fact that the NXL isn't NFL.
But they
I think you
all,
made
but
a
they,
Good call. Touche.
Yeah, but-
you mentioned something about that.
Here's the thing. Let's
a lot
look
of
at the
wait, hold
context.
on. In like finals of basketball and like World Series, there's multiple games to dictate the winner.
Okay, so let's rewind here. So the Tauntauns flew over. How deep do you think they were? Good players wise.
7.
Okay. How deep do you think Houston Heat is or Dynasty is?
Yeah, 10.
So the longer you make the game, the more you have like 20 people giving you advice online.
We just
we're
asked,
buffering.
A lot of people we're also buffering for some reason. So we're losing a couple of viewers for some, and I don't know why it's buffering. I'm gonna pull this off.
There you go. Maybe it's
Yeah,
back.
we're back. So yeah, it's strange. I don't know. Yeah, it just came back. It's
Oh, Skinny Kevin got caught in a work meeting. He said.
I don't believe him for
Yeah.
1 second. That's weird. Yeah, significant page. So yeah, no, we're cruising on our sides are good. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good. We're back. We're on. Might have had to tell Camille to stop what she's doing.
On Napster or something.
Yeah, she's downloading some Pirate Bay movies. Little Nemo. But anyway, yeah, I now, like, while we're kind of pivoting here with this season ranking thing, I do believe that there should be a season like a prize, and I brought this up to you, and I think it's good. I think we can roll with this right now. I think that the team, whatever team is in first place for the season, gets 2 VIP parking passes for that entire season.
Oh, that's nice. For the next season?
Yeah, for the whole season. That's like we get this ring. We get this ring.
Yeah, that's the least you could do.
We get this ring.
That's an easy thing to
and 2 VIP parking passes. And I was thinking about a couple things, and I do commend you, Tom. And this is a great
Couldn't we get some photocopy of the VIP?
Yeah, we could easily do that. Laminate them. So one of the things that I do commend you on is when you said, I don't even park in VIP. I park in the regular parking lot, right? Which makes sense, and I get that because
you're there at 5:00. There's
that's
nobody
what
else
I was
there.
about to say. So he was kind of bragging, hey, I even park there, and I go, that's great because when you work in retail, if you're the owner of the store, you want to park in the back of the lot to give your customers the front first parking.
Yeah.
But then I thought that same thing. I'm like, you're there when the sun comes up. You get primo parking anyway, you jerk.
So I got a solution. You could show up at 5 a.m. with me.
So
You
then,
showed up at 5 a.m. with me. You can park wherever the hell
and then he
you
goes,
want.
exactly. The customers have to get the best parking. I go, great. I'm one of your best customers.
So
I actually work for you guys for free.
Add to the prize package VIP parking for the winners.
Let's go.
From
Okay.
now
Heard
on.
it here
No. We need to retroactively add that to the World Cup prize package. Come on, man.
It's not happening.
My bag.
You heard it here first.
So, hey, for all I know, if that would have been on the thing, teams would have played harder.
Yeah, I would have played harder.
People would be like, well, if I'd have known that was on the line.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You just got a lot of,
A bunch of people just
Orlando-
signed up. We're looking at
a lot of people, we're watching the
registration for
registration is
Vegas.
up.
It just went up.
Yeah, Orlando goes, wait, pros don't get free VIP parking? No. I parked out by the highway. And you put normally our games are at 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. So when we get there, the entire place is packed. And so I'm like,
So once
I
again,
stopped 6
we can
times to
start
pull the mud out of my
scheduling at
thing.
8 a.m. if you want.
Dude, I'm sleeping. This is you got the kid. I'm sleeping in. The one benefit I have to playing the 3:00 game, which is the worst time slot you can possibly have. You guys had it this time, is that I get to sleep in.
No, we played at 4.
4 p.m.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
ours.
yeah.
That's for TV viewing.
Yeah.
I know, but
Well, all right, let's give us a plug. How about the fact that we got our schedule out? I think it's the earliest anyone's ever seen the schedule. Do you guys feel that way? Schedule's out, right?
Yeah.
Schedule's what?
Schedule's out.
Schedule's out for what?
NXL.
Next year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I had it. I've had it
a
for
lot
a while.
of people. I'm really stoked about that. Hinman put his out too,
I just saw that. I got to
which
put
is
everything.
great. Now we get to be create our schedule is not in January.
Well,
Yeah.
we kind of hold up the whole world, right? Like, if we
Yeah.
don't have our schedule out, Mike can't release his.
Good on you.
We typically, like, I work with Mike. Mike's one of our league allies there, right? So we try and help each other out as much as we can. So he typically gets a little preview of everything before we make any decisions. So
Do you want to go over the dates?
I do not.
Okay. Well, let's
The
talk
first
about
one's in Vegas.
the
Was
first
it-
one's
wait,
in
there was-
Vegas.
One's in Vegas, and we have that players party that we're partnering with you guys on, as far as the icon and all that stuff. And then the next day we start the summit, which is basically the new version of the extravaganza. So
Okay, so just in case, we just breezed over that really quickly. So Vegas first event, that is in March.
yep, that is March
What year
March
am I in?
8th, 9th, and 10th.
Okay, so March 8th, 9th, and 10th is Las Vegas Open, followed by the Paintball Summit, which is the new paintball extravaganza, which is where you can, if you're a field or store owner, or even just a regular Joes are allowed to go there. If people who want to come
No,
in.
we're going to allow the teams in on the 11th, so we're going to do this is where we will sit down and talk about instead of me debating it here with you and not knowing whether we have everything, we will try and get all the pro guys together and talk about our plans for 2025.
Okay.
Get their feedback, kind of communicate back and forth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then on the 12th and the 13th, it'll be exclusively only for store and field owners.
Okay, excellent. And then on Sunday night, there's going to be a players' party at the New Sahara, correct?
Correct.
And
And an award show.
An award show. So it's going to be like the paintball ESPYs essentially, and it's going to be rad. You've got a 240-foot LED like TV screen where we're going to be showing graphics. There's going to be a bar. It's going to be the full Vegas experience. We're going to have the paintball awards, the iconic awards, which somehow I got skipped. I talked to Quinn today. I got skipped on it from last year. I won like player of the year. I don't know if anybody knew that last year. Sweet. But then Marcelo is going to get all of his awards in this thing. So that's pretty cool. Also, we're going to have
Me and Marcelo worked it out. We were going to do this last year, and he said, could you hold it up a year so Ryan doesn't get all the awards? So I said, of course, Marcelo, anything for you.
I actually was you know what? I don't even need to play hard anymore because what's the point? I don't get any awards.
And that's, to be honest with you, that's one of the reasons why this happened. I remember, when Tim passed away, right, I was like, I don't know if his family knows how much he meant to the sport, right? Mm-hmm. And it would have been nice if we could have, just have these awards so that those people that have played great that season or whatever get recognized.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be awesome. And then Chris Sawtell asked, "Is it exclusive to players only?" So the players party is exclusive to everybody who wants to show up. Bring your wife.
Yeah,
your
that's exclusive.
The people that are up for awards are going to get an invite, but everybody can go to the players party.
Yeah, everybody. Bring your wife. Bring your girlfriend. Bring your friends.
Correct.
I heard a rumor that
don't bring your wife and your girlfriend.
The pro finals in Vegas is going to be inside the Vegas Sphere. Is that correct?
You're just making that up as you go.
What can we run? Can we just ask the people in Vegas what the budget is?
Shoot them an email.
I'll find out. We have worked. There's talks about doing something with MGM. MGM owns a bunch of properties. They talked about doing an exhibition on one of their properties.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. That's pretty cool. A lot of people are asking about MAO.
What do they want to know?
Where is it? This is we've got about 16 messages about that.
Yeah, we have hardly any. We're waiting. That is to be determined.
Is it not at the Philly place next to the power plant?
We haven't decided that it's not going to be there yet. So the challenge is, all right, we'll just be candid, right? So it's expensive to be in Philly, and that time slot's a very expensive time slot for the teams, right? Because the hotels are crazy expensive. Mm-hmm. We need to move that time slot to September. We can't move it to September now because we have the Chicago venue that can only be played in September, and I really like the Chicago venue. Mm-hmm. So we may have to skip the Royersford venue for 1 year. So we currently have another venue that we are in the works for, which is pretty cool, but it's we haven't got the final approval from their
okay.
group.
Where do you think it would if you name 3 cities that it might be in?
Atlantic City.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. That's where it's going to probably be. Okay. Awesome. Atlantic City is like just slightly better than Reno.
So, well, you're going to put 2 and 2 together here with the whole, what was the first time ever in the history of paintball that we have at this last event? Woke up.
Gambling. We're going to be gambling there!
Yeah, how did that go?
There you go.
How did it go? Did you get any feedback from that? Thank you for...
I haven't yet. I mean, I've only been home for a very short period of time, so.
Shout out to everybody from Colorado who voted or for bet on Dynasty to win.
Has anybody actually won and got money?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Ask your people. Let them chime in.
Did anybody bet on the game? Is there anybody from Colorado or have friends that bet on Dynasty to win at 3-1? Is that we got 3-1 odds?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. This is gonna be cool. So how come no gambling in Vegas? Thank you, Jay Tuck.
I didn't say there wasn't going to be gambling in Vegas today.
Wow.
I did not.
We are going big. Wow. Okay, cool. A lot of people didn't even know you could bet. So, yeah, possibly some gambling.
Yeah, so it happened literally like the week before. It happened so fast that, like, DraftKings apparently had agreed to host it, but we didn't have, and I don't even know if it ended up going live, but, like, literally we were, like, going to the event, leaving a blank spot for DraftKings maybe to go live.
We had one person that flew through. He had a layover. Orlando had a layover in Denver, but the app didn't work.
Damn it.
Okay, it looks like your boy Wilfball for Soup posted a screenshot of someone who won $400 on Dynasty.
That's pretty goddamn cool.
Okay, Mike Twin Name won $100. He had his friend bet for him who lives in Colorado. Shout out to Mike. Hell yeah, he won $100.
From Soup's not my boy. Let's clarify that.
Okay, well, he's
there was any mistakes there?
Yeah, he's gonna. Wait. Oh, verbal. I thought he was banned from there. Yeah, we're gonna probably get some stuff for that. Let's see. I'm betting PB Fit sits in the top 5 next year. Adam Stewart, I'll take that I'll take that to the deed to your house. I'll take you. PB Fit is not gonna be in the top 5 next year. But I hope that lady, what was up with the heckler lady?
You asking me this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's this story? I haven't heard this.
You haven't heard this?
No.
She was apparently. I mean, the allegation is that she was hired to do it, but she was witty. She was definitely a heckler.
Wait, where was she?
She was in the stands, and she had like 2 big dudes standing next to her while she was like saying the rudest shit.
No way.
Yeah, like.
She kept it pretty clean though. The stuff that I heard. I mean, it was rude, but it wasn't like, you know what I mean. It wasn't bad. So
she cheers at all the events, I guess.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. So
610 Motto said Fit definitely might be in the top 3 next year. Damn. Wow.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how they do.
That's wild.
They've learned a lot, right?
Yeah,
I mean, Bigets winning, and
I'll tell you what, dude. It is not easy to win back-to-back events like that, and it doesn't matter what division you're in, right? Because you're competing against your. It doesn't matter if you're D5
and if you get bad
D5.
calls or something.
Yeah, bad calls. There's a ton of different.
Well, and it's also amazing that people typically play to the level of the person they're playing against, right? I mean, and it happens a lot in our bottom divisions, right? But like, you know, Latin Saints I shouldn't use Latin Saints, but someone else will almost beat you by 1 point, and then they will lose by the same point to a team that they shouldn't even be, you know, that they should just demolish.
Well, that was the crazy thing about you guys, right?
Yeah,
you guys lost your 2. Well, shout out to the Lucky 15s.
Yeah, it should have been similar.
Yeah, and then Level beat everybody except lost to Uprising. You know what I mean? It was like so crazy.
Someone asked me that too. Wild. They're like, "Yeah, Level should beat them, right? Because they're 3-0 or no."
They were 2-0 going to X Factor, and then they lost to X Factor. But it was like, oh yeah, no big deal.
But I was like, that's how it works. So they're having like a good prelims, and then that last game always is a little bit difficult, even if you're playing well.
But that's why it's a sport, right? If everybody won who was supposed to win on paper, then we wouldn't be here.
I almost like. A lot of those guys on X Factor are some of my really good friends, and I almost like. I'm glad we beat them and we finished out strong of the event, but I'm like, man, there was no chance for us to go on, even if we mercy ruled them, and so just knocked them out.
I mean, I'm sure you guys already have plenty of memes about your team, but there would be more if you guys went 1-3 at World Cup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at least now you're moving in an upward trajectory and not just.
It's more lateral.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess lateral. I counted it as moving up.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
I thought you guys were going to make the cut.
Yeah, me
When
too.
I
Well, I think they thought at the end of that match that you guys did, and Maddie was saying if they win by 2, you guys are in, but you guys didn't realize the head-to-head thing.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's the end of me. My
Great
wife
job.
is back with dinner.
Any parting wisdom that you have?
Nope. Keeping that all for myself. I'm tired. I'm wore out after this last event. Like, it was just tiring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Well, you did a great job.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Thank you guys.
We love you.
The season went great. Thanks for
Thanks for letting us do the show too up in the VIP.
Dude,
Sky
the show
deck.
was excellent.
Skybox.
Yeah. The Wi-Fi was terrible, but that's just
We'll work on that for
nothing new. Nothing new. Yeah, we'll sign up. We'll ink a deal.
We'll message Elon. Maybe we could get a Starlink.
They already have one.
Oh, there. All right.
Yeah, we're actually going to upgrade our Starlink system for next year. In fact, Dave Painter for doing a bunch of research on that for us. So I think we have a good solution for next year to make your lives easier.
All right, great. Well, we'll do more shows from live from the event. I thought it was. I mean, it looked
that was
great.
really fun.
It was just really, really choppy. But all right, enjoy your dinner. Thanks for passing all that money throughout the season over to the refs so we could win. Really appreciate that, Tom.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Keep up the good work.
Talk to you.
All right, bye.
All right. Do you want to call Alex?
Yeah.
Okay. Good news, guys. While we got Alex, let me just turn that one off.
Skinny said he could come on too.
Yeah, we can get Skinny, but I feel like he's almost in timeout at this point.
Yeah, I'm a little upset.
I'm a little upset at him.
I mean, why not even just message you? I mean, like,
Yeah. All right, so guys.
Oh, are they doing layouts 2 weekends back?
Uncle Ryan. Hey.
Oh.
We're having some. We're about to start the show. We want to know if you wanted to come on the show today.
We're busy. We're having dinner.
Oh, will you turn that? Let's see. Oh, wait, no. We're having dinner. Hi, kids. Are there any other adults present?
No. Hey, man. You get back in the paintball tournament for being gone for 2 weeks. Get to work, pal.
Yeah. Doghouse for 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Verbal. I heard the same thing. Verbal. Golden Misfits possibly taking a pro spot next year.
Oh, yeah. I could see that.
I just want to say, you guys are great. Except for you, Ryan.
Well, you said you guys, so I know what you meant. That was a nice. That was a Freudian slip right there.
They're laughing.
The kids are laughing.
Yeah. Do you have any jokes? You got one?
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear it.
Why'd the horse go to his room?
Why?
He was horsing around.
Did you write that?
No.
Okay.
That was a good one. I'm gonna use that one. I don't have as many good dad jokes as you do.
All right.
So what did we learn? What did we learn from last weekend?
Well, what we learned is paying off the refs is always a win, and that teams are imploding.
Who imploded?
We made everybody implode.
I'm stoked for Impact.
Well, what do you think's gonna happen with Impact?
I think they'll keep it together. I mean, maybe like
because there was rumors about a lot of people getting let go.
Well, yeah, and I'd actually, this is just speculation, but I did hear that they're cutting the budgets substantially, which opens the door for teams to go after guys that only care about money, like Dalton, and that means that he might not be there next year. But he didn't play much in the finals against us.
I don't know. I wasn't keeping track of that.
What were you keeping track of in the finals?
I was just trying not to lose my marbles while watching. And it's so hard to tell what's going on from watching behind. It's just like, I still don't even know what happened in the game. I still have to watch it.
Yeah.
All I know is everyone all year has been ragging on Marcelo for him to get out of the back center. But man.
He ran back to the back center.
And Kyle, what do you know about that? The run back to win World Cup. That was your move, bro.
Yeah, I actually, who was commentating that match? It was Maddie, and who was with Maddie? But they referenced that. They're they got that. Kyle in 2015 ran back and saved the game.
Wow.
for them.
Yeah, it's like a weird instinctual thing that you would never do in like a normal situation, but your body just does it. You know, like you go to another.
Well, he was in the command center. He was in that center
Yeah,
tower. It's
no,
like,
yeah.
eject.
Whoever would think to go backwards from there?
Yeah.
Super weird.
Yeah.
Dada,
Yeah.
more beef.
You want one more? All right.
And then I want
So here.
You want another cocktail?
You ready? You ready for some news? Here, watch. Here it is.
You
We
want
we
nachos?
got the new juicy news thing.
Nachos or
queued up.
chips with melted cheese on.
Yeah.
Juicy.
Oh, wow.
Juicy. That's what we were looking for right there.
Yeah.
Shout out to David Rome.
Hey Alice, when you call cheese that's not yours, nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese. All right, you ready for some juicy
Nacho
rumors?
cheese.
Is everybody out there want some rumors? All right. So we already know that Todd Adamson has. We already heard allegedly. We need to bring the shirts back. Yeah. Allegedly, Todd Adamson is investing in the ML Kings, and they've already cut everybody on the team. Everybody on the team except, I believe, the players that are. Can you shut those kids up, please? They've cut everybody other than Kyle, Peterson, Elias, Jose, Carter, and Blue. Those players are staying on the roster. Everybody else, unfortunately,
They cut Donaldson.
I believe so.
Dude,
Domingo?
Donaldson's good.
I believe so.
Oh.
I'd have to look at their roster to confirm.
What about
all that.
Navarro, the tall guy?
Unless his name is on that list, I believe they've got to go. Next up, I hear that Golden Misfits, thank you, Verbal, for saying that, wanted to go pro. Well, they wanted to have a semi-pro team, but they might actually ramp everything up, grab a couple of good players, and then they'd have to find a pro spot for sale. And it does sound like there might be one spot between Revo and NRG. And what allows that to work out is Iron Men are going to be picking up Henry Sense from
I heard that.
Revo. I heard that too. I've heard
Isn't
that
there
a
one
lot.
more other player?
And I believe Omara might be going with them. But the Omara deal is not set in stone. I don't know that they're both set in stone. This is allegedly is not set in stone.
Are you worried about Marcelo if Golden State Misfits?
I don't think the Golden State Misfits would take him. They might. I mean, you're always worried about all your players. And that's the thing about Dynasty, right? Everybody's like, who are you guys going to pick up? Who are you going to cut? And we're like, dude, we're not cutting. We don't ever cut. We cut nobody. Everybody just quits, and then we have to pick guys up at the end.
Yeah, who are we losing?
That's why also we have this killer gift idea for the Dynasty Champions Club that we wanted to release in December, but we got a dope package for them coming up here in the next couple months. But we're gonna push it out till because it's team inspired.
That's why I stopped calling guys on my team my family. We're a family. I'm just tired of losing family members every year.
Well, I'm still your family.
You're my pal.
Oh, dude, is your little SFT thing still here? So I want to let
What's
you
that?
know. The little thing that he has to... So when they came
Oh,
over
yeah,
here,
yeah.
he's like, tell me where it is. And I'm like, I don't know where it is. He's like, you're lying to me. Tell me where it is. And him and Oliver came in here and started rifling around through shit.
Did you
And I
find
said,
it?
Get out of here.
Oh, if he saw that box that it was in.
Dude, he
That I
was trying to take it, and I had your back.
Did you find it?
Well, actually,
Alex?
what I said was, you got to pay me half, and I'll tell you where it is.
Did you find it?
You talking to me?
Yeah, the little...
Oh, no, I couldn't find it. I dug around in your room.
Oh, it wasn't in my
found
room.
about-
It was
I
right
found just
right
about
here
everything
under your
else
nose.
except for that.
Under that nose of yours.
And yeah, Jason Motto, maybe we get Officer Bubble Bath. It depends on his schedule. I believe that he's going to be playing Europe with Notorious. If Notorious even sticks around, because
I heard a rumor of Notorious also.
is also maybe not coming back. I did get confirmation though. I know that a lot of people ask about Uprising. Dude, again, I'm gonna point out that those dudes are scrappy, and I'm always rooting for them. And I feel like they're always like right there. They're on the verge.
Dude,
of
I
winning
love
every single
Uprising,
game.
man.
Yeah.
They just need one little thing.
They just need like one little thing to click with them, and they're gonna start winning. I think all their games that they lost were 1-point games, and then they won against. Yeah, they beat level.
Yeah.
What a fuck bracket you guys
I
have.
know.
Then what's gonna happen with Heat?
But yeah.
They have a ton of cash.
You gotta think Randy's gonna go out and
Get
try
somebody.
to get half our team at least.
Yeah. that guy.
I know.
You see him? Get him. Get him. What? That's not gonna kill it.
I mean, I couldn't. I had this. I didn't want him to run
That's not
too
gonna
far.
kill it.
That might have.
No, it just now he's down there and now he's angry. So start biting us. So the Russians, I know. Sorry, the Russian players on Heat sop up a lot of cap space, as you if you will. So there's that. Impact is allegedly going to be cutting some of their budgets, which is going to allow for players to want to leave. You got Mouse. He's for sure leaving. Well, I don't say for sure, but he's trying to leave actively. Who knows what he's doing? And if he leaves, what the hell is just J-Rob? Shout out to J-Rob. J-Rob played really well.
He crushed it.
He played really well this weekend. I don't know if Mouse goes to Heat, though. I think he might have burnt that bridge. Oh, and then Ryan Gray, is he going to go to you guys?
I didn't hear anything about that.
Because that was.
But I did hear about it before.
Yeah, I heard about it before.
Anything at World Cup, though.
Nothing at World Cup. Ryan Gray is leaving Notorious. He's good, though. He's good, right?
Ryan Gray?
Yeah.
I haven't personally. I can't vouch for that. I mean, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he helped us out in Europe for the Team USA thing. He was good. He seemed like, I mean, I've seen some of the stuff he's been, but I don't know him well enough to say anything. Also, the Russians. I mean, I don't know how they're getting funding. Also, I think.
Hey, thank you, Ross.
A couple of them. What did Ross say?
That's AC. Mouse gave me, or not Mouse. Marcelo gave me that too.
I said the same thing.
Most consistent. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I said that, dude. You played awesome. It was crazy that you weren't playing as like every
more.
point.
Yeah.
I took that move that you had, the little blind zone move up the middle. I'm like, well, I guess I'll try that.
Yeah, that was. I found that in practice, and then
Yeah.
when we were playing Lucky, I saw that they never changed like their pocket thing. And I'm like, oh, this. I told Rav, I was like, I'm gonna do that first point. He's like, no, don't do that. And then I got up there and I'm like, nah, I'm doing it.
Yeah, I was saving that. I wanted to do it too, and then
you did it at one point when I was up in the sky deck. I think it was against Tauntauns. I was like, yeah.
Oh no, but I went in there and literally right when I got into their wedge,
Yeah.
the kid in the god goes like this, and then saw me. I was like,
Yeah.
God damn it! Here goes all my, and then I got yelled at by my guys. Why'd you do that? You need to tell us you're going up there. I'm like, well, you just told me to like do whatever I want and feel it. All right, Alex, you're boring.
You've been on mute too.
Hey, hang on one second.
Yeah, just put the kids in the elevator. Let them like go up and down.
You got quickly from the restaurant to the house.
Is he at his house right now? No, I think he's still in the restaurant.
You guys are driving me crazy.
Archie and Arturo. Yeah, I also want to point out. Archie played great. I want to point out a big one to Arturo. Big shout out to Arturo. Arturo, I think. I mean, this is by far his best tournament he's had on Dynasty so far. Obviously, earning the starting role. But dude, that shot he had on Keith Brown.
Yeah, I might have
Yeah,
been.
he's been practicing that shot for 13 years and finally it connected.
Dude, that was insane.
Yeah, when I'm in one of those snakes and I know Arturo's in front of me, he gives me one of those. I'm not coming back on the tape. I don't know why Keith saw that happen, and then he's like, "I'm gonna stay here." And maybe the second time I'll just like, bro, you can have it.
Yeah, you can have the tape,
You can have
bro.
the tape.
I mean, I'll tell you this: when a guy's that close to me and I have him in, I bunker him.
Yeah, every time.
There's no waiting and snap shooting.
I mean, he almost shot Keith on that
The
first one. What are you
Yeah.
doing? Get off the. Get out of there.
We saw that. We were all pit side, like, so we were standing directly behind him watching that. That was so sick. Yeah, and then like, and he played well. And then right after he shot that guy, like a lot of people are like, when the stands go wild, they kind of like start to get a little like over presumptuous, you know, and start making like some moves and then get dinked out. He immediately sits in there, calls the kill, sits down, relax, gets another kill on the inside. He won a lot of points for us, dude. He played.
We lost that point though.
We did lose that point, yeah, but that was a 2 or 3 on 5 to start that one off.
Alex, you have a good memory. What was this heckler saying? Ryan forgot.
Oh, she had all these signs about like how crappy blast camp is and how that paintball fit is the shit and all that.
The signs are funny.
There's some pictures of the signs, but I don't know. I told her to bring her signs next year when they play pro.
You know what I miss is red in the stands. with his.
Dude, he was relentless.
Yeah, red was great.
But it was tasteful. It wasn't like obnoxious.
It was definitely obnoxious.
Hey, good to see you.
But no, red was funny. Well, if you didn't know who he was, then it was obnoxious. For sure. Let's see here. Yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen with Heat. Let's see. What do you predict?
Usually the big moves aren't going to happen until like right before 3 weeks before the tournament.
No.
I think they'll start flying.
Big moves start flying off the shelves now. I think what you're trying to refer to is you don't pay attention to the internet, and so you don't really see any of the big moves. The big moves that you're referring to are when we have to scramble. Like I think what was it? We were in Marcelo and I were teaching a clinic in Miami.
I was at Disneyland with my family last
February,
year. It was my 40th birthday present, and it was like February something, the weekend before practice, and then I get a call from Dalton. I get a call from Kyle, then Mouse calls, and that whole thing, and I'm waiting in the line to try to ride a small world, and I'm dealing with this crap, talking to Dave Baines, freaking out. I'm like, this year, man, I'm washing my hands. I'll let the dominoes fall.
Yeah, right, dude.
Yeah.
I'm about to sleep for 3 days.
Yeah,
I just got off the flight, came straight here. I'm like, ready for hibernation.
What's funny is you texted me last night. You're like, "Yep, I'll be here tomorrow." I get in at 10 a.m. and I'm like, "Well, I'm looking at my phone right now. I'm texting you. It's 10:30 your time. You are not making that 6 a.m.
No,
flight."
I was laying in bed. My phone, this weird thing. It was just I woke up and I see the light outside, and I'm like, there's no light outside at 3:30 in the morning.
You guys are keeping it together, right, Kyle?
Yeah, that's the plan. I mean,
Yeah, so I
obviously,
figured. I was around you guys' huddle at the end, and it seemed like people were.
I mean, like it. Regardless of who you put together and like what kind of super team you're putting together, it takes time to get into a point where you're consistent. I mean, I know we probably could have definitely had a better performance this year than we did. Kind of shit the bed on that a little bit, but. To be a winning team, I mean, look how long it's taken a lot of people, and how many teams have actually gotten to that top 4 space or even won tournaments in the last 10 years. So, I think Mark understands that, and he's patient with the process. It's just as long as all the players still believe in that and want to keep going. I saw a bunch of people.
The teams I think are on the stock will go up. Are you guys if you stay together? Revo. They don't need anybody else. I think that
Revo is not sticking together.
I think it might even be.
Did you not hear my juice?
Yeah, I don't think Revo will stay.
Yeah,
together.
I think that they just need to stick with the people they have and cultivate that instead of
They're not.
All right, I gotta go. The nachos are ready, guys.
Crazy?
No, you're not.
Wait, are you really going?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, call
That's
Skinny.
a huge plate of nachos. You guys gonna be able to eat all that? There's no
Nacho
way.
cheese.
All right,
Look
quiet
at
down.
the nachos.
Look, we got these.
What do you guys do? Where are you guys at right now?
Dang, those nachos
All
are
right,
good.
guys.
All right, we got to call Kevin. We got to wrap this up.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, I want to point out. You can give him a call when we're doing this. PB4 for Life asked. This is a great question, and it's a tough one to answer, I guess. And I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've lost my emotion. I don't know. It's hard to say. Hold on, Kev. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
We'll ask Kevin this question. What is first of all, F you for not showing up.
Sorry, I was working.
Well, you work on a computer.
Yeah.
We've got Wi-Fi here. It's not great, but we've got it.
Okay.
All right. So we've got to do a lightning round here.
Okay.
What does it mean winning 4 events in a row or 4 World Cups in a row?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, well, you suck. What does it mean to win back-to-back World Cups?
Well, we won 3, didn't we?
Well, how many ever you've won?
3.
Okay.
That was good.
All right. That's kind of my answer, too. Nothing special, huh?
Oh wait, the first one, Skinny wasn't there.
Rusty did that.
Rusty did that one.
Ah.
Well, shout out to Rusty Glaze. How difficult is it to win multiple events in a season?
think it's really hard, but I think teams that do it always do it in like twos. Like, I think it always happens that way. Like 2 in a row, and then you like kind of fade off, and then like Damage and us is obviously a great example, but I think there's a lot of teams that have been like that over the years.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about creating like a season prize? Like, do you think that winning the season is more difficult than winning World Cup?
Yeah.
You think it's harder to win the season?
Yeah, totally. I mean, well, like both us and Damage won 2 events, and then on that last event, we had to get, if Damage had won, I think we had to get third to win the series. So like the worst placing all year would have been third for us, and that's really hard. Yeah, like no matter what.
Do you think it would be like, just even if it's a consolation, do you think at the least the NXL should give us 2 VIP parking passes for winning the season?
I think that would be reasonable,
right?
Like, I mean, like when I was supposed to, I got a VIP band last year because I was supposed to coach the All-Star game, and I was like, I'm not paying for this. I'm working for you for free. So Tom gave me that. So.
All I wanted was
one event.
Okay. So good. So we want a VIP parking pass and one VIP pass for the coach, because and the assistant coach, because poor Junior. So if you guys are looking, we don't have we have like an auto white balance filter on our cameras. We got pretty high tech stuff, but this is Kevin's natural skin tone, and him and Junior Brown. Junior Brown's from England, and they had to sit in the bleachers, which is just basically a sun reflector the entire time, catching a tan. Poor Junior came up, and he looked like when Anakin Skywalker gets his arms chopped off, and then he's sitting by the lava lake in like episode 3, and he's just crying. Yeah, crying. That's what Junior looked like on day 3 when he came off the bleachers at 6 p.m. So big shout out to Junior for everything.
And it was more than because it was the pretend tournament, and then it was it was terrible. It was 4 days in a row, 5 days in a row.
Yeah, I mean that's a tough one. That's one of the things that like a lot of people ask. It's just like, what do you guys do? Do you guys what is it that you do? Do you train harder? Like, what is it? Honestly, like one of the biggest things is just small little details will help you win, right? And you know this, and we talk about it whenever we coach people. It's like, dude, tie your shoes, right? We say this all the time, which is funny, which is such a simple thing that like, of course I'm going to tie my shoes, but you're not going to clean out your gear, or you're not going to like clean out your eyes before you play, or put batteries in your gun. And so like, if you just trim a lot of fat, or if you have like a lot of little details that will help you excel and win. So Kevin, one of the reasons that he's so ornery and angry all the time is because he's at the field, especially at tournaments. He's the first one in the field. He sits in the bleachers all day while we sleep in, and then all we do is ridicule him. And then he has to like eat at the field. Then he's got to eat like something really fast on the way home. And we're like, dude, Kevin, we want a meeting at 7 o'clock. Like, we all got to go back to sleep. He's been at the field for 12 hours already, and he's trying to hork down a Big Mac.
I get it. That's how I am at WCPBL. Yeah, I'm like, exactly. I'm so crabby, and then they want to make jokes. I'm like, is this an important question that we're about to talk about? Because if not, like, you're really going to piss me off. Like, can you save this till after the tournament?
And then you combine that, so we have Junior and Kevin scouting, and like our scouting stuff is insane. And if you guys are part of the Dynasty Champions Club, Kevin did do a little breakdown on that on one of our Intel sessions, and we're going to share some of those sheets with you guys.
You're going to share them? I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well, only with the Champs Club.
Why?
Oh, okay. Only with the Dynasty
I shared them with you, and then you quit, and then so like
yeah. But I'm not really telling a lot. I'm not really telling a lot of people. I preserve the gems.
Okay.
Preserve the knowledge. Fair. So there's that. Then we've got the pit crew, right? So shout out to like, I mean, you know this. Our pits are.
Did you give that jersey to Vic, by the way?
Yes, I did. Our pit crew is bar none, like hands down, the best in the world, and we've got pit crew that travels to each event, so it's not just like, I've seen. I don't want to make fun of it, but like some teams will like put a post on social media like looking for pit crew, like shit, we don't have enough guys. And our guys are so dialed in. We had Patch flying from England. We've got We've got Steve Segovia. Shout out. I think he's in here right now. He travels to every event. Chris Sautel, he's at every event. And they all, and like Brent, and then obviously Vic Gamboa, they're at every single event. And they know us incredibly well. They know where to stand, what to do, like make sure there's space. Sometimes it gets hectic. It got a little hectic at the World Cup event. But, dude, those guys are so dialed in on everything that they do. Sarah Lyon, thank you. Chris Trigg also. We've got a lot of these guys that are at every event, so they know exactly what to do, how to do it, when to do it, where to do it. And it's just like the amount of support that we have makes just little things add up. And it's just such a big thing. So obviously, Kevin, you do a fantastic job with that. You suck at pretty much everything else.
Yeah,
you do,
Verbal said that you guys didn't win. Vic wasn't there.
That's right. Also, when we didn't win, Kevin didn't play me. Just put those two things out.
Well, you just play better, and then you get to play more. Kyle knows this.
Yeah,
You played me 2 points.
I played good in practice.
2 people shot 5.
Definitely made me actually play a lot better in practice.
What's that one like having to play?
When
better?
I was yeah.
Oh, for sure. Plus, we do player of the day. You guys do player of the day?
Kind of.
Yeah, player of the day, sweet. Except it's bullshit.
It's only when Mouse is like, "Did I get player of the day?" And then we're like, maybe. That's when we do player of the day because we're like, actually, I think this guy got it instead of you. But for me, I like to experiment a lot and practice, and I did have a really consistent year. So like, I try to like do everything to see what I'll experience at the tournament and have a good tournament versus like trying to win the practice. Always.
Did Archie ever win Player of the Day this year?
No. He got hosed on Player of the Day. No.
Yeah, but he raised the bar so high that.
Yeah.
Last year.
You know, Player of the Day is a little tougher to win now because Mikey usually gets it, and then Arturo, mainly because Mikey drives with Vic. So Vic gives it to Mikey all the time. Vic chooses it. It's Vic's Player of the Day now.
Oh yeah.
We had to
100%.
rename it. We had to rename it from Player of the Day to Vic's Player of the Day because there's a little asterisk on it. You really it only matters what you do at the end of practice.
Yeah, the very last 2 or 3 points. If you have a really good point, you're good.
When I saw Marcelo make that move against the Tauntauns, I was like, dang, he just secured it all on the inside.
Yeah.
To win that match.
Oh,
to come into the snake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good move. My idea, by the way. I get the assist on that.
I mean, Archie could have just bunkered him too.
I was like, if I don't know, I haven't watched that match, but I'm in the middle like this. Go down the snake!
Yeah.
Please, somebody just crawl behind him. Please,
even the guy that was in the snake can for Tauntauns, like that wasn't fast, and he would have traded with Axel for sure.
He doesn't want. Yeah. Because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing about this layout. Now I know a lot of people still get some time on it. If you're going to be in the Southern California area or coming to SC Village this weekend, I'm teaching a clinic probably on that layout. One of the things is like, right, and I've kept saying it for over and over is as soon as the first guy dies on either side or there's high consequences, no one wants to make that move, right? So when you lose that first body on either side, they all just kind of play cat and mouse in the 1 and the 2.
Yeah.
No one wants to make that move because no one's got the balls to do it, right? So we loaded up that second body over there, so we have a little bit of leniency and leeway, right?
Yeah, that was a good
So Marcelo got in there and crawled down because you're like, I can take a risk because we're already out here.
Sure.
Because if you take that risk and it doesn't pay off, like someone's hiding in there, but no one ever is.
Yeah.
Right? No one's ever hiding it. If you watch every single match, when it's like the second body in there, everybody just stays in the back because they're like, ooh, I don't want to crawl up there. There's someone in here with me. I'm not going to play this game. If Axel had just crawled down the snake because no one was stopping him, he would have popped up, shot me for sure because I'm sitting in that stupid middle thing. I have no idea. It's like whack-a-mole. And then he probably would have shot another guy or traded, and then that would have been a twofer.
Yeah.
Instead, didn't have the balls. Kev, do you know any rumors?
I'm curious about the ML Kings thing. Like, if they're, why would you cut the whole team before? Yeah, now you don't even have enough guys.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna pick guys up because you're rich.
Yeah, but you cut them after you pick guys up.
No, some burning flesh. No, you don't pick guys up. That's the OG Latin Saints move. You start fresh, dude. Just let the other guys that you cut, let them have a place to go. I believe they're going to probably go after Connor Kelly. That's what I guess. they're gonna pick up some guy. They're gonna probably try to go get Connor Kelly back. That's what I'm thinking.
I feel like Heat guys don't leave that much. They're taken care of over there.
You do when you go 0-4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and if like you also, here's the thing, right? And I forgot who I was explaining this to. Is like we don't pay anybody really much anything. You know that. Mm-hmm. I know that. So the only reason you're playing here is because you want to be here.
True.
Right? And that's the thing. And it's not the same on other teams. People lie. They lie to themselves when they're like, "Yeah, I'm playing with my brothers and my team." No, you're getting paid $80,000. Like you're still, everybody in the league is friends with each other. It's not like there's any real shitheads in the league. Well, I mean, we'll see at the end of the show how many people think I'm a shithead, but Kevin's a shithead for sure. But at the end of the day, everybody is cool enough and cordial enough with each other that it's like no one hates to be where they're at. Sure. Sometimes they do, but there's places you'd rather be. There's somewhere you'd rather be, I'm sure, for the most part. So when you're getting a big paycheck to be somewhere, you're playing because you're getting a big paycheck, and with that comes a preconceived notion of emotion and attachment to that team. But there's probably somewhere else you'd rather be. Whether it's the winning team, I'd rather be on the winning team, or I'd rather be with my other friends that I like more, or my home where I was. So if you look at a guy like Connor Kelly, you know, how attached is he to the Heat guys? As much as they're paying him, right? Because the ML Kings brought him up. He's from the area. Like, he does have something in there that he owes. So if there's a decent salary that he's going to play for over there, I can see him going back to that team, grabbing a little bit of knowledge from them and jumping back. But
Maybe.
And also, they've got loot.
Yeah.
And loot at the end of the day, if you ask Dalton.
Well, like what level?
What level of loot?
Yeah.
I don't know. Depends on what level they want to cash out of. You know, like they don't have an infinite budget, but
like Mark Henry from St. Anna said, rumor is $45K for Connor Kelly.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I could see him leaving for that.
Yeah. Kyle's like,
I could see him leaving for
you
that.
got my number? There it is. See? So, there's...
Well, hold on.
You got it.
I'm good.
You got a spot. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I forget how much everybody gets paid. I'm like less than half of all of that.
I'm glad I just remembered this. I wanted to
20%.
say, and it's great to have Skinny on. I do think Chris should also be recognized. For me, like, Marcelo did deserve everything that he got. I've told him that too, and he definitely should have. But also, like, Chris played a phenomenal game on that Dorito side too, and to like push in a different way than nobody else was, and like picking up key kills. Like, shout out to Chris for coming in and having a really consistent, excellent year.
Yeah, Chris, you could give him MVP of the season. Kevin, who would you give MVP of the season to on Dynasty?
This whole season? I have no idea.
Player of the day.
Oliver?
Player of the year.
No, Oliver didn't play at all.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I do think that Chris adapting to our team very fast was pretty surprising. I did not expect that. So, like, it took Harrison longer, but, yeah, I was very impressed about how fast he adapted, you know. And I think that's pretty difficult, especially on our team where people have known each other like 25 years. So it's like pretty crazy.
Yeah.
He is pretty weird though. Like, I mean,
who, Chris or Harrison?
Chris is very weird.
He's funny, man. We'll be watching we were watching a movie.
Was he your roommate?
Yeah, he's my roommate.
He was your roommate.
Yeah, we were watching a movie and he's like, dude, this movie's so good. I forgot it was Shooter, right? And he's like, dude, I forgot what this movie's about, but I like really like it. What is it called again? and he's got his phone and then his computer. So he's watching Snapchat. He uses Snapchat. He's using Snapchat and he's watching Twitch and he's like, oh, dude, this is like, what happens in this part again? I go, no wonder you don't know what's happening in any of the movies. You're watching 3 things right now. Put one of the other devices down. And he's like, oh, this is wait, what's it called again? Oh, this is great. Like, dude, pay attention. So, all right, let's hear it.
What?
Me?
Who the play?
We want player of the year, Then we want you to talk some shit, and then we gotta go.
Okay.
I feel like you've been
first
distracted.
of all,
Were you
I
working
wanna
while we were talking a second ago?
I was.
Yeah, I knew. I could see it.
Yeah, we're
There was a
talking,
weird.
he just
You had
looks
a
at
weird
us.
stare.
He
You were
looks at-
looking. You set up your camera exactly perfect. It was hard to notice, but I know you too well.
First of all, the shit talking. I think both of the guys from the coaches show should get fired from the coaches show because you can't be
What's
a
the coaches show?
What's the
that
coaches
don't
show?
make Sunday. So it's Ryan Gray and Matt Bianco. It's Matt Bianco, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. They
Okay.
should get fired immediately. Like you can't not make Sunday.
you can't
and a
have
coaches show.
you can't have a show about like, you know.
I almost coached this event. Didn't play because I felt like we needed it.
You do a good job with the TJ Bastards.
Yeah,
He's a good coach. He's a way
Yeah,
better
I know,
coach
he's-
than I am.
but it was funny too because Mark. But
Yeah.
Mark, did it on Saturday when we were practicing damage, and then Mark's like, "Do you want to do it?" And then I was like, it hit me, and I'm like, maybe I do want to play.
Okay, what else you got for us, Skinny?
So wait, were there any other rumors besides the stuff?
Revo merging with NRG. Possibly the Latin Saints are gonna probably buy
I
back
thought they
in.
don't like each other though.
Well, it doesn't really matter if you just get rid of the guys that don't like each other or if they're just not around anymore. I don't know.
Oh, that one guy played great. I didn't even know who he was from Revo. That Weaver, I don't know who it
Yeah,
is.
Elliot
but
Weaver
he
played really
great.
well. Yeah, he was good,
And he won that one-on-one.
and he won that 1-on-1. What do you have to say about NYX blowing it?
Well, I mean, I know Pat lost that one-on-one, and people probably blame it on that, but they messed up
that's
a
not-
bunch of different points. Like, I wouldn't blame it on Pat, because they also all hate Pat because he wore a USA jersey to practice. And I'm like, what kind of fucking non-Americans are you? Like, what the hell? It was to practice, not like, yeah, come on. And apparently I ruined their whole team because after the USA thing in France, he came back with a bad attitude. So, yeah, I don't know about that. I think NYX is just non-American. That's just the way I look at it. Pat, you can come play with us or Kyle, I'm sure, no problem. We believe in America.
Yeah, Weaver stocks
Pat,
up.
fuck
Probably.
it. We'll just pick Pat up. It's fine. He can wear a USA jersey every practice.
Every practice. Let him
Maybe
rip,
even
dude.
at the tournament.
Well, now
Just make
now
it
they
nice.
all got a win though. They all won the make believe tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So now they can all be where.
It was like basically make a wish, but for paintball teams that don't ever win. So it was make a wish for the Bears and NYX, and Brooklyn Bears. They should change their name also to not the Brooklyn. It should be changed to like something else.
Something a little
Canadian
softer,
Bears.
right? Yeah, something
Canadian
a little softer.
Bears. Yeah, I don't know. It's terrible. Like, I mean, come on. They've lost it. And NYX had told me they always lost to them in, like, the lower divisions when they used to play each other. So, I don't know.
What do you think about the
yeah.
European teams that played?
I thought they played really well. I was actually surprised that Joy Division didn't do better than they did, but I was not surprised by Luckies or Tauntauns. I mean, Tauntauns is a good team. Like, I mean...
Dude, I think if they would have beat you guys,
They
might have won the tournament.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
with that.
oh, for sure. Absolutely. I thought they played the Snake better because they had both Hugo and Axel get in there a lot together, and that not very many teams had two guys in there.
Well,
Awesome,
when you had me,
I feel like.
if you had me playing any other spot, the damn middle that I could have gotten the Snake, we would have had two guys in the Snake.
Good for
But
it.
wasn't it way better for me to just be like, just go wherever out there? And you'd be like, well, there's not a bunker. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
In that zone.
Yeah,
That's
he's
how I like
he's
playing
Where
that.
do you want me to? He's like, where do
I
you
didn't
wanna
like
go?
having a spot there.
Do
I
I go to
needed
the Utah,
to
the back center
right.
of that thing. I'm like, I'll just kind of figure it out. I
Yeah,
guess. Like,
I like
I'm feeling
that.
it.
I love that.
Yeah, and that's another thing. If you guys are playing, everybody who's coming to SC Village this weekend, be ready to play that blind zone.
Dude, there's not a
Yeah,
lot of
feel it.
people that know how to play the blind
No,
zone.
no,
And
they
Ryan and I always teach that. We're like,
Yeah.
who on your team can do this?
No one has balls, dude.
Yeah.
they all rush
Well,
it.
yeah, you have to
even
practice it, too.
pros.
Yeah,
not a
even
lot of
pros.
pros like that. Those
It's
spots.
just it's gonna happen, man. You just gotta let it happen.
Yeah, practice. I saw Yosh and Marcelo sit in that place and get demolished. Like several times. So, I mean, maybe they're just, I don't know what the deal is.
You have to make the decision as the horn goes, not before the horn goes.
It's like as soon as that guy breaks out going to that command center, you're like,
yeah,
okay, I'm good, or oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, all right, hey, they're all
I did think it was really funny, though. Marcelo was saying, like, or you were saying, it's so much better if you're taller in this spot. And then you were talking to Marcelo like he's like way taller than you, but I really don't think he is.
Oh yeah, but you'll see it. You'll hear it though. Whenever Marcelo's talking about, hey, I need to play this spot because I'm taller. He'll say that all the time to me. You just don't see it. Like I can shoot like right here and I get a better lane. And I'm like, you play this fucking thing because you're taller. And then he goes, oh, I'm taller than you. Listen to Kevin, I'm really tall.
Yeah, it works both ways. He could be whatever. He's like the same size or taller, depending.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
I won't let it out, but you were supposed to do something at the end of the tournament that you didn't do, but so.
I'll say it.
All right.
No, no. Well, somebody took me. I put myself on the roster in Chicago because I wanted to do it ahead of schedule. You know how they have the roster lock things, and I was like, I don't want any funny business happening. I'm going to put myself on the roster. So if we were up by a couple points and with low time left, I was going to play. Yosh was going to give me all this stuff, and I was going to play, but they ruined it. They didn't play well enough for me to go in.
Yeah, I was expecting to see you out there that last point, but I guess it would have been kind of hard because it was so close.
Yeah, and I feel like it's kind of mean for me to go out there too.
Yeah,
but I mean, I feel like for the webcast it would be awesome because the last time I tried to play, they stopped the game because I was wearing shorts and I was coaching the All-Star team. And they literally stopped the whole game. So
Nick SLOWIAK just sent us $20 for victory beer for you.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Yeah, but you have to. You're not here.
And Kevin, let me point out another thing about that one game when you tried to come in and play at the All-Star game. You also had 2 guns in your hand.
So, is that a rule?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to.
Well, I should have taken one out of one of your guys' hands.
Possibly.
I still don't know if you're allowed to do that.
I don't know.
Why not? You can switch pods.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I've seen someone do that. I've seen like one of the Russian guys ran back, took someone else's gun,
that was Malloy,
left his gun there, and ran him back.
But I don't think he's gonna have two guns. Yeah, it was Malloy. That was awesome to watch, and he won too. Yeah. He ran all the way across the field, grabbed his gun, and then went back to where he was and shot all the guys. Yeah. Never seen that in my life.
Yeah. Some pretty wild stuff. What about Henry Sense going to Ironman? Have you heard about that?
I heard rumor, but I also talked to him on his night before wedding night.
Mm-hmm.
I he FaceTimed me or I FaceTimed him. Well, I called Chris, and then I was like, how drunk are you? And Chris was like, not very drunk. And then Henry was super drunk. And I was like, and Chris gave him a jersey for his wedding present, a Dynasty jersey. And then Henry asked if we would pick him up, and I said, yeah, absolutely, of course. But he didn't come to practice, so he got cut. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so whatever. But, I mean, I guess going to Ironman, that's good. So it's, are there any guys on Revo that are original still? I don't remember who was. I know Henry was on the team, and then Steven, right? Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess so. Huh.
I don't think any of the other guys are from when the team started or switched from 187 or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really recall exactly who was on both of those teams. Huh.
And then I talked to Colt, and I told him Colt from PB Fit, and told him I can't wait to beat his ass in the pro division. I hope Jason Trozen maybe arranged for the first match for PB Fit against Dynasty in Vegas. I would like that to happen.
Let me ask you this: what place do you think PB Fit will be in at the end of the next season?
Like after the whole season, or after the first event?
I guess you can give me both.
I mean, they won't be last, but they will be close. They'll be in the bottom 4 probably. It's just a big step, and like, the speed's different. Like the time in between things is different than semi-pro. I mean, don't get me wrong; they were amazingly consistent, and that's harder than anything else. And semi-pro, or like I remember, I coached your team, Ryan, the one last year where it was like division, was that 4? And there's like 60 teams in that. It's like, this is impossible to win.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, wow, this is harder than pro. I'd rather coach a pro team. It's easier.
Yeah. Dude, coaching those divisional teams is tough, man. There's just like so much that can go on. So much is out of your control.
Yeah. Yeah, I told him, and he should make 2 brackets for Division 4, and you could win either one. Like, you know. So then, like, more people get trophies, you know.
Yeah, I'm reading some comments here.
Anything good?
Are you gonna leave Dynasty?
Am I gonna leave? No. I signed Vic for 2024.
Okay, good.
I had to pay him. I paid him. So he is set for next year. He called me today.
Did he sign anything? Did you get him to sign anything?
No, but it was electronically, so it's
good.
In the
Documented.
It's in the books. All right, excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, but Vic wants to play too, so we're gonna have to cut someone because we can only have like 12 people on the roster.
Well, Oliver's gonna be in and out, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Is he coming at all next? I didn't even talk to him.
I don't know. I gotta reach out.
What's the word with Archie? I heard there was some.
We got Archie back. We got Archie re-signed for next year. Archie's back. He got the okay.
Well, his mom and dad come to all the tournaments.
His mom and dad said it was okay.
Where are they going to go if he doesn't go play in the
They
tournament?
said it was okay, or they told him, no, you're not quitting.
I think it was a little bit of both. So I think we got Archie. Nothing's guaranteed. Here's the thing about Dynasty, right? We don't know what our roster is until right before the first practice. Everybody quits right at the end because what happens is once all the dust settles, there's like more dust that happens. There's gonna be a big push next week. I think next week's show is gonna be really good with some juicy news. That's why we got that sweet juicy graphic. But we needed to have it up for what's going on right now. I think there's gonna be some big moves happening. Like I think Damage is gonna be opening up their checkbook.
For what?
For what? Well, I know a player that they're trying to get.
Who, Mouse?
Right?
Huh? Yeah, they're trying to get Mouse.
They ask Mouse like every year.
That's true.
They ask me every year too, and I'm like, it's a long
flight for him.
It's terrible in the summer there. It's terrible.
Dude, playing on that grass is not worth it.
Yeah,
just playing on that like on that crab grass. Playing it on a world like anywhere, I don't know, anywhere in Florida, but like that grass is like so hard to play on every weekend. That's miserable.
Wait, have you gone to that the Alabama field, the Mike from Ironman?
No, I heard
field?
it's great though.
I've heard it. Yeah, I made a gun for his. That's grass. Like the graphic on the gun is grass. So it's like maybe that's a good place. I don't know.
I bet Rainey will stay.
Yeah, I bet Rainey stays.
Yeah, I think Rainey will stay. He won't even hang out with me, and he lives like right next to me, and he just won't ever come out.
He won't come down to the show either. He said he would, though.
Yeah.
I talked to him over the weekend.
Wait, can we do something on the Spick and Span show where we invite people to trivia one week, and all the people that watch that are local can go to trivia with us?
We could maybe do that.
Yeah, you want to do that? When's trivia?
It's usually on Wednesday, so that's tomorrow. It's not very much time notice, but we could do it next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday is the day before Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's probably not a good time to go then.
Maybe the Wednesday after that. Okay. Listen, everybody who's in Southern California, would you guys want to come out and do trivia with us? I went there one time and I was like I was an all-star.
Yeah, Brandon Cornell was really good too, actually. Oh, does he have news over there?
No. Just the fact that maybe the Revo NRG thing might not be a real thing, but that again, I preface that one with I'm just hypothesizing,
and I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, no, that's not a guarantee.
Whoever's watching that sent me this,
everything that we're saying,
this message.
Everything that we're saying is allegedly, like it's
Yes.
Orlando, beer is included if you've got money, if you pay for it.
Yes, it is.
I'll tell you what, I did some.
I'll pay for chips and salsa. How about that?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's free though.
Yeah, we got chips and salsa, and yeah. No, Ubers are not included either. We're gonna have to get an Uber or a designated driver.
Oh yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Skinny. Well. Do you have any more shit you want to talk? Just real quick. You got anything? Okay, you guys have bugs in your office too. That's good to know.
Yeah, it's weird. How come all the good teams sucked? Like at World Cup.
Thank
like,
you for
literally,
saying
like,
that. Actually,
X Factor sucked. Fucking Heat sucked. Fucking what else? Who else do I have? Damage sucked. Yeah, NYX sucked. Like, yeah.
Yeah, man. Let's take a quick rundown. The rankings.
Top 5 teams. What were our 6 teams?
So we've got San Diego Dynasty, Edmonton Impact, who was coming into it. I believe they were ranked like 10th. Toulouse Tauntauns, 4th place. Baltimore Revo, shout out. Tampa Bay Damage in 5th, which they got because of their ranking going into it. 6th, Houston Heat went 0-4. Again, they took 6th place only because
of their ranking. They got 6th and didn't win a match?
Yeah,
that doesn't seem fair.
They won one match all weekend, and that was in the Make Believe tournament against Ironman, who finished the season at 19th place.
Wait, Heat didn't win a match?
Heat didn't win even in their individual things.
Whoa.
They lost to Tauntauns, us, Damage, and then who did they play? I forget.
Whoever they played
Revo?
also,
Is it Revo?
Yeah, maybe Revo. I'm not sure. Red Legion kind of picked it up towards the end. Good shout out to Aftermath finishing in 7th place.
Wow, X Factor 15.
X Factor took 15th place at the event. Level did a little bit better. Energy Elite 11th.
That's particularly bad.
Shout out to Lucky 15s in 15th place. 10th place. Sorry, 15. I believe that they would have done better if they stopped getting penalties.
Yeah, Infamous got 1 million penalties on their match too on Sunday.
Infamous finished
7th.
Saints
or 9th.
Wait, they're 9th? Oh yeah, Infamous is 9th. Energy Columbus level, AZ Diesel, ML Kings. ML Kings started off really well. Versed did.
Oh my God! Hurricanes got 22nd.
Oh place. Yeah, that was a big upset.
Jesus,
that was a big upset too. After probably one of the most consistent years, they had like all 7th places.
What do you have to say about that?
What? Who?
Yeah,
who got all 7th places?
The Hurricanes.
They got 7th place every time.
I think so.
Oh, they did almost. Jeez.
1/8. I think.
22nd though. Jesus.
Yeah.
How come you get 2 points for 21st place, 24th, 23rd, and 22nd?
They just don't.
What's that all about?
Because they don't know what to do because there's extra teams.
Right? Can't you just give them 1?
No, it was double
just
points.
Participation?
No, World Cup is double points. Yes,
I love
that's right.
I love how Lucky 15s played one event and still finished above.
Look at the Tauntauns; they got 16th.
Wait, they
wouldn't even be relegated.
How do you find this? Well,
Lucky had more points than the Saints for the year.
The Saints and Notorious.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
And almost beat the Ironman.
Yeah.
Again, double points obviously helps that out quite a bit, but still.
Yeah, but still, yeah.
It's double for everybody.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Brooklyn Bears took 2nd in the Make Believe tournament. Still ended up in losing badly.
Yeah, how does that happen? How do you get 2nd in the fake tournament and then get 21st?
False confidence.
I was more sore after that day than any of the other days because it was just so.
Why?
I'd play and then I'd get cold, and because of the way the rotation, I only played 1 point in each of those.
Yeah, that was a terrible idea. Why do you have 4? Why wouldn't you just have normal split deck? Why do you have 4 teams split deck? That doesn't make any sense.
Are we up? No, there's like 3 more games. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go. We already have the game plan. I'm gonna drink some water, sit on this table for a minute.
Oh, so what's happening with Blast Camp? Are they checking themselves in to some kind of mental therapist person? Because you're gonna need that. That I can't even. I don't understand. I know they try hard, but come on.
What do you mean that they got
they didn't
second?
Get one good penalty against PB Fit all year. They got 5. You know how hard it is to get 5 second places in a row? Well, actually more.
How hard is it to win? How hard is it to win? Each one.
It's like exponential though. It's like the first one and the second one. Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, I also want to say I've never. Well, I don't know if I want to say never. In this recent time I've been coaching Dynasty, I've never gotten a second place.
Okay.
Really?
It's kind of a weird thing. So it's like I'm the opposite of Blast Camp.
I thought you guys lost to damage at some point.
In
Second place to damage at some point, no?
the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Maybe. Must have.
No.
No. Kevin says no.
No.
It's
No,
either
we've
like a
gotten
third.
lot of thirds.
Oh, so yeah, maybe it was like lost to damage in a semifinal.
I don't know. I know we lost to X Factor and Heat. I can't remember other years. Who sang the national anthem for Canada?
Those
In
are all the
stands?
Canadian
Was-
guys from the Massacre team that I coached. But what was great is,
Oh, it is?
they
They did a good job.
did a really good job, and half of them were wearing Dynasty shirts.
Yeah, I did like that. I enjoyed that part.
There's a lot of Canadians out there too
yeah.
this weekend.
Dude, there were a lot of international players out there. Obviously, the pro teams, but then there was the Estonia team. There were the Ocelots guys. There were teams from Japan. Lots of teams of Brazil.
There was?
Yep.
There was that one team from Japan that used to come a long time ago.
Well, and then there were some American guys from Okinawa, from the military base that came down.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we had a really good showing out here. I'll tell you what.
So let's talk about one of your sort of co-hosts, Damien. He told me that he played like 3 points for the Navy, and then he's quit in the middle of the match to go to the newbies game, and then he's blamed them getting 5-0'd or on the 3 points that he played. So I don't know
because he was
what
too
the fuck's
tired. He said
going
he was
on
so
there.
tired from playing all those points.
3 points.
I'm like, I'm
3 points.
2 times older than you.
Yeah, exactly. And and he had won the physical fitness award in the Sheriff's Academy.
Good point.
I was like, "What? This? You're a bad example for this." I don't know. They should probably take his trophy back. Wait, he won like a gift certificate, didn't he? I forget what he won.
Yeah, I think you got
Like
like
a
a
Applebee's
discount
gift
code
card?
for like
Or like
for a
Chili's
gun or
Applebee's?
something like that. Like a discount
That's fun.
for a gun or something like that.
Oh, a real gun?
Oh wait, he
How
ran
come
out
real
of
guns are
bounds
cheaper
and they
than
got a
paintball
major
guns too?
getting
That's what I
shot.
find fascinating.
What's that?
Real guns are cheaper than paintball guns.
They're way easier to make.
That's true.
Way easier to make. All right, Kev. Well, dude, I think you need to make some time and come maybe down next week or something like that. I think you need to be on the show more often. I think you're.
Well, I can't go.
Maybe not next week. Or like some other time.
Week.
Yeah,
We'll trade you. You got to come down again. Maybe after we get some
You
juicy
can come
news.
here.
we could.
We could do it and die. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We
that's
got a whole
fun.
studio,
Oh yeah.
but we've got like all this stuff here. We've got all this flair.
Oh.
The clutter
Yeah,
makes the show.
you only have one painting in there.
Yeah.
No,
you got
it's
that
just a banner.
I think.
Yeah.
Thank
I could
you
put
for.
one- I could print one out of you, Kyle.
It's like that's not a
You mean
painting.
print-
Yeah, can you print out a big
I
banner
have a
of
big
us? You have a
one.
big printer there?
Yeah.
I have a big
You have a
banner.
big printer?
Wait, I have a big die banner of me that I'm not using. If you want to hang it up in there.
Absolutely. I'll put it up
All
there.
right, all right.
I think there's one of Eric Humphreys in the studio, and he was one of my favorites. So, yeah.
Eric was
I
one of
should
my
put those
favorites
up.
too.
You're right.
Yeah, I'll find that thing. It's around here
Okay.
somewhere.
Why do you need one for the Spick and Span show?
No, we
Like a
just
big banner?
if we're
No,
gonna
we don't
come
need
there.
any more stuff back here. But if we come there, we need some sort of backdrop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Some
Yeah,
flair.
we can do that.
All right. Maybe in a few weeks when we're coming over there and shipping out those or a couple months when we're shipping out those fish feeders.
Oh, I saw that today.
Oh,
the
it's
one
here.
Yeah.
All right.
One's here.
There we go.
All right.
Revolutionizing.
Cool.
All right, Kev. Thanks for joining
Right.
us, dude. I appreciate it.
Good luck at trivia tomorrow.
Okay. Do you want to go?
Maybe.
Maybe
I'm
we
gonna.
just
I'm
got
probably
this
gonna be
stuff
sleeping
on.
for the next 48
I got
hours.
something going on.
Why?
Me?
Because he's tired.
Yeah.
Tired.
From Tiger wearing?
I was booth playing. I'm ready for a nap for a little bit.
Oh.
Oh,
Just
shout
like
out
a
to
full
Guam.
day.
Guam was there?
Just like a full day of sleep.
All All right. Well, we're gonna give away.
Cool.
We're gonna get to the giveaway section of this thing. I've actually been spinning the wheel on the side because we're running low on.
Oh, can
time.
we give away? No, I shouldn't give away Damien's jersey. He just left it in the pit.
No, we can't give away Damien's jersey. Not this show, at least. Maybe one of the.
No, the Navy one.
Oh, the Navy one. No, we definitely can't give away Damien's jersey.
Well, we can ask him later, and maybe on another show.
It's funny, Jesse just put in our chat, he's like, did anyone leave with an extra EVS? I'm like, yeah, like people have extra space and wouldn't realize it would have an extra mask.
Yeah. Something's not fitting here. Ask me now.
No, nobody would message it. Oh, that's weird. I don't remember having 2 masks.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty, Kev.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
have
dude.
Fun.
Later.
Okay. Bye.
All right, guys. Well, yeah. Thank you all for joining us. This is a fun episode. Kevin's great. He's good for talking shit. I want to thank everybody at World Cup for all supporting us. A lot of gifts. We got a ton of gifts. I'm gonna open these ones right now because I haven't opened them yet. Shout out to everybody from Maui.
What are those things?
I don't know. These are.
It looks like something spicy.
No, I think this is just a headband.
Oh, okay.
This is going up on the collection here. Oh. We have more of these, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is the Lombardi special. This one's sick. We tried to show it off on the last show here. Little tiger wear with the tigers on one side.
I'm glad you saw this.
And then we've got the Dynasty Dragons on the other. Little tiger wear.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some giveaways.
Yeah, we've got some giveaways for these things. We're gonna raffle some off also for charity. We can give one away on the show right now. I can throw a mega member prize. Should we do it?
Let's do it. Let's spin the wheel.
All right, we're gonna give away one of these right now. Also, just really quickly, before I get into the next one,
Tiger snooze is correct. I'm gonna hibernate.
I need a tiger snooze. It's about time to give this away. This is the HK loader.
Oh, the
The
glow
glow in
one.
the dark one. Right? Turn it on. And you're gonna get the glow paintballs too. It's got the little light in there. You're gonna get some glow paintballs, courtesy of HK Army. Okay, you put these in here, you shoot them out. It's actually works really well. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna give this away. This is going actually to Mega Member. I've already spun the wheel. And this is going to Randy Navarro. Randy Navarro, you just won yourself
Congrats.
a new speed loader, already packaged up. The paintballs will hopefully not be broken by the time you get them, but I'm gonna wrap them. We got bubble wrap all over this sucker. So we're gonna bubble wrap this paint up, bubble wrap this loader up, package it all together, ship it to you, and you're gonna be shooting some glow balls in no time. So big thanks for Randy Navarro for the support. You won on the wheel, and then we're gonna jump into that one right there, and we've got let me just read off the other winners. Right here, we've got Brady Moore, also won an HK Army prize. Everybody who won last week as well, your prizes will be shipping probably tomorrow. Sloan's got half days at school now, so this week, so
Look at
I'm
that.
gonna try to get a bunch of stuff done. Waves are big.
Are they?
Surf, yeah, it was big today. It's nice water. The water's nice though.
I can be down.
Brady Moore won Gen X also. We've got some Gen X global prizes, so I'm going to put your HK Army item inside the Gen X item. You double won this show. Ryan Heil, Gen X winner. And we've got 3 Matrix Gear shirts. Big shout out to Paul and the Matrix Gear. I just talked to him. They're going to be having a Black Friday sale, so we're going to have all the details about that next week. We're going to get all the details from Matrix, so make sure you guys pick up your get ready for your Black Friday shopping. Okay, it's about to get wild here.
HK's got it, all month.
In the street, who got it? Oh yeah, HK.
HK.
Yeah, that's Marky said. Marky said it came all week, all month.
Yeah.
If you order anything from HK Army, you're also entered into a raffle. You might be able to win one of these cool custom headbands with the Spick and Span patches and a Spick and Span headband inside of it. Mm-hmm. Got a couple of those things. Steve Segovia won a shirt. STK Iron won a shirt. Greg Volkov won a shirt. And then Melissa Parker, you won yourself a Hormesis gift. Yeah. So Mega members, thank you all for the support. I spun a bunch of the non-Mega members or everybody wheel as well. And let's pop up the Mega member wheel right here.
I can't wait to see what craziness ensues in the league in the next few weeks. This is like, we're just getting warmed up today's show. It was like
oh yeah, this
10%
is 10%
of what is about to go down, I think.
I think there's going to be a lot of stuff going down. Oh, Steve Segovia doubling up on the gifts here. Steve's gonna win this. Steve's an integral part of the. Yeah, you're gonna win this little collab band.
He is gonna love that.
He is.
He's gonna be
and
stoked
shout
on
out
it.
to Steve. Congratulations. He played 10-man with the Dynasty Champions Club. We threw a 10-man team in together. He got his first World Cup kill.
Wow.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Dove into the snake. Well, he said he tripped into the snake. That's the way he put it.
How'd they do?
Dude, didn't start off great. They went like 1-5, and then they won another 3. So I think they went like 4-7 or something like that. Missed the cut by like 1 game. So they ended up doing really well. So it was a success in our eyes. I think everybody had a great time, and that's what's most important. And let's see what other news. Nothing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna open this side. This I think is meant to be for Sloan, but I want to open it. So, I feel like there's like lots of stuff in there.
The tools and stuff.
I'm gonna open it like really lightly, so like I can kind of repackage it.
Oh,
and
yeah,
she
yeah.
won't know. So big shout out to everybody, Maui Misfits, and all the international. And oh man, we are loaded up here. Okay, water bottle. Going to school with her tomorrow for sure. Gummies. We've got some stickers. Oh damn. Snacks. For those of you also, I'm gonna be out in a little toy. Dude, you guys are the best. This is definitely a Sloan gifts.
Yeah.
We got a pack of Maui cards. Okay, we're gonna tape this back up, and Sloan's gonna get it again. I like opening stuff too. I'm gonna eat these candies also. So shout out to everybody from Maui. Shout out to everybody who came out here. Ooh, Johnny Blaze, welcome to the support level. Oh, cool. The paint did wash out. That's good to know. Told me 1 week at the event, but not confirmed. What did Tom Cole say? Okay. Well, again, big thanks to everybody out there who supports the show and supports paintball. We will see you every Tuesday this off season with some juicy news. So again, thank you guys all for tuning in. The World Cup was amazing. Appreciate the support.
Congrats
hopefully we
again.
do it again. Thank you very much. My body actually already feels good. I
at
went
that.
swimming in the ocean yesterday. No wetsuit, just went in there.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like I'm
doing that.
feel like $1 million already. It's awfully cold right now, but yeah, man. I thanks everybody.
Till next week.
What a show.